Now for the first half.
Welcome back to Muskie Basketball from the Becky Insurance broadcast booth. It's the Saints Mary and Matthias Catholic Church and School. First half, thank you, Becky Insurance, and of course, Saints Mary and Matthias Catholic Church and School for sponsoring Muskie boys and girls basketball all season long. Pleasant Valley, they're introducing the non-starters now for the PV Spartans, as we just mentioned the starters before we went into break there. This one's starting a little early, folks, so if you're expecting a 6 o'clock tip, the sophomore boys basketball game was being played earlier here, and that one ended PV. Boy, they got a fine looking sophomore group, Jake. Took it to the Muskies, but this one's going to start a little bit early, a few minutes early. If you're in the neighborhood, plenty of seats, folks. Come on out here, have dinner out here. Go to the concession stand and get your favorite hot dog or sandwich, whatever the case may be, and enjoy some basketball, doubleheader style. You get to see the girls varsity in just a couple of minutes and the boys to follow, and that'll be a good one later as the Muskies first place, tied with Bettendorf for first in the MAC, and every game matters now, and the big one after tonight, of course, Bettendorf comes here Friday night, and that very well could be for the MAC championship.
Yeah, it should be an exciting one tonight and Friday. So, not here yet. Get here tonight. If you can't, hope you're listening. We appreciate you guys listening.
No doubt about it. Justin Miller in the house, bringing you all the action on MPW Channel 5. As always, we appreciate the great folks at Muscatine Power and Water and the ability to show the football games. I know there's been wrestling events on Channel 5, girls and boys basketball. What a great opportunity for this community to watch live events and watch replay events on Muscatine Power and Water, cable Channel 5. Muskie girls now being introduced.
It's a little weird because this Muskie girls team's already had senior night and they're playing again on it, so a little awkward season for them.
Yeah, it is. You know, you have senior night, and I guess maybe because that was our last single night of the year, so
correct.
Doubleheader tonight, doubleheader on cake auction night, as they'll be back for those. And we've got the national anthem, folks. We're going to take a time out so you can listen to our national anthem.
Play the national anthem sung by MHS student Williams.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red flame the month bursting in gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And there you have it, folks, the national anthem. Girls basketball. Never a bad night for basketball, is there, Jake?
Absolutely not. Especially a doubleheader tonight.
Double dip. PV's always outstanding.
Always well coached. Always have a great program, both boys and girls.
Volksdorf and Maynard to jump. There's a tap controlled by the Muskies. Leo Los in the front court, and we're underway at Muscatine High School. PV in that 2-3 zone. As we mentioned, they get a lot of hands, and that one's slapped out of bounds by, actually, it's Isabel Kramer.
Yeah, it looks like PV setting up high on their 2-3 zone, making it uncomfortable for the guards for passing lanes.
They will guard you all over that half court and trap every chance. Los out front. And now they pass inside, and the ball slapped out of bounds again. This one by the freshman Peterson. Muskie ball under their own hoop.
Yeah, and Los was just trying to feed that into the bottom of the block there. Lengthy for PV's defense.
There's a pass to Los. She's at the elbow to Longhurst. She'll fire a three. Short, no good. And the rebound cleared by Pleasant Valley. Rubel in the front court. She swings it over to Powers, and now in the corner for Kramer. And there's a ball stolen away by Sadie Manjoin. Manjoin in the front court for Longhurst to Los. Los picks up her dribble now in the corner. There's a three by Paul. Air ball no good. And the rebound cleared by Peyton Peterson.
Yeah, Paul just didn't have her feet set from underneath her, kind of falling back on that shot.
Now Kramer on the left wing. Cross-court pass for Peterson. She'll fire a three. Good. Pleasant Valley goes up 3-zip.
And Peterson was able to find a wide-open shot for three.
Now 1-2-1-1 full-court press by the Spartans, and the Muskies break it. There's a pass to Paul. Shot inside. No good. The rebound cleared by Peyton Peterson.
The Muskies did a great job breaking the press. Like to see Paul kind of do a one-dribble step, go power it in there.
On the right wing for Kramer. Kramer back out high. They swing it around. Powers, and now there's a three top of the key. Good. Back-to-back threes. Peyton Peterson, just a freshman, Jake, buries 2 threes right out of the gate.
Yeah, and she's got a good shot, and she's a freshman and 5'10", too, so she's got some length to her.
There's a steal on the press by Peterson. 2 threes and a steal. Now they swing it back to her. She reverses it over to Powers. She'll take a three left wing. Short, no good rebound inside. Laid up and in by Isabel Kramer. And Spartans up 8-zip. 5:50 to play here in the first, and this isn't the start we wanted. Powers now bounces it into Kramer. Shot good. 10-zip. Timeout Muskies. And just like that, we talked about it in pregame. Pleasant Valley's going to press you on makes and play an extended 2-3 zone. This is their staple. They've done it for years. And, man, if you don't take care of the basketball, they're going to trap you. They're going to turn you over and run the other way and get a good shot.
Yeah, they are, and they definitely have size on the other floor there with the starting group with 6'3", 6 foot, 5'10", and then your guards being 5'7". You know, this is a length on this defensive squad. They're going to try to get tips and pressures and make you take care of the ball to get your offensive shots.
No doubt about it. So the Muskies, after the timeout, we've played 2 minutes and 16 seconds, and PV on a 10-0 run to start this one. Their fine freshman Peterson with 2 threes and 6 points, and Isabel Kramer, the leading scorer, with 4. Los has it, not a Maynard, and it's a 2-2-1 as PV switches up their press out of a timeout. Then smart coaching by Getz, and they steal it. In the front court, Rubel swings it over to Peterson. She feeds the post, and now they reverse it. A couple of subs on the floor. There's a three. Shot no good, and the rebound cleared by the Muskies and Longhurst.
Good clear out by Longhurst.
Featherstone is checked into the lineup along with Asadi for the Spartans. There's a baseline drive by Paul. Slap. Maynard fires. Shot. Rattles. No. Good look for Ella. Didn't fall. And here comes Pleasant Valley. Kramer in the front court. Over to Rubel. Now there's a three by Peterson. Air ball this time, and a rebound, Leo Los. Here come the Muskies. Pass ahead. Now they reverse it. Los has it. She fires a 15-footer. Good, Leo Los.
Good jump shot by Leo Los. She was able to pull up, pump fake 2 dribbles to the short corner, and nice shot.
The Muskies are on the board, 10-2 Spartans. There's a pass in the corner. Now they feed it into Kramer. She loses it, picks it up, swings it back out. Now there's Peterson, the freshman, drives to the basket. Shot good. And a foul on Kensley Paul. She'll go to the line to complete the three-point play.
That was a good take by her. Obviously, the scouting report is don't let her shoot threes, and we were trying to do that, and she was able to pump fake, take it in, and get fouled and won.
Peterson, 63% on the season from the stripe. And her free throws on the way and good. PV leads 13-2 now as they stretch their lead to 11. Two-2-1 full court press here. Manjoin has it. Dribbles into the middle, ball slap, but Maynard comes out of there with it. Now to Los. In the front court, Kensley Paul shot up and in. 13-4. The Muskies have matched the point total they had in December. So they are getting some good looks.
Yeah, great find by Lowe. She was able to dribble drive into Paul for a wide open two.
There's a shot by Featherstone, no good, and the rebound by Pleasant Valley. There's a pass inside to Kramer. She backs it on Maynard. Now there's a ball slapped around, and PV comes out of there with it. And now it's Featherstone again for three. Short, no good. Rebound, Powers. They're getting a lot of extra shots. Rubble on the shot, no good. And the rebound inside Kramer, no good. Good defense by Maynard. Back up again, no. Tapped around. Good effort by the Muskies to deny there. Manjoin crosses over to the rim. No good. The rebound by Powers. Good look for Sadie. Couldn't get it to fall.
Just kind of left it short.
Featherstone feeds the post. Now cross court. There's a three on the right wing. Short. And the rebound cleared by Kensley Paul. Manjoin in the front court. Stutter step dribble on the right over to Los. Now it's Longhurst for three. Top of the key. Air. No good. Hit the rim. And here come the Spartans. 13-4 PV. Just under 3 to play in the first. There's a three out of the corner. And this one's short again by Rubble.
Yeah, and if you're for the Muskies, you'd like to push the court here. Don't let PV get in deep in their setup here.
There's Manjoin right wing. Caleb Paul's set to check in. Now they throw it, and this one's almost stolen, but Manjoin recovers. Now they swing it. Lowe's for three. Rattles. Good! Leo Lowe's for the Community Healthcare three. And it's 13-7 Spartans. The Muskies have cut that lead to 6.
Yeah, anywhere to keep it close, you got to have your fine senior come through with Leah Los.
Avery Featherstone has it. Muskies run pressure at her. Now Kramer to Powers in the corner. There's a three. Shot no good by Rubble. She's had 4 opportunities, couldn't make any of them. Paul gets it, and she's going to travel. As she was on the floor with a loose ball. Good effort by Kensley, but she traveled. And it's going to be PV basketball.
Yeah, she just got on her back, and once you roll over, they're going to call it travel. It's unfortunate. Great hustle by Paul. Get a stop for Muskies.
Boy, PV's got some length. Another 6-footer coming in. Hayden Scott off the bench. Her first appearance of the game. Powers gets it in for Peterson, the freshman. Pump fake, picks it up. Swings it now for Scott. Now back to Peterson for three. This one's no good. Rebound, Powers. She picks it up. Back to Peterson. She'll fire again. No good. Back iron, rebound slapped around Powers and is cleared by the Muskies. Caleb Paul got it, but threw it away. Turnover on the Muskies.
And so far, it's just this Muskies. It's getting hard for this length for this PV offense. They've had multiple stops, but just can't get that rebound.
PV with a side out, and now it's Rubel has it out front. Picks her dribble up over to Powers. Powers puts it on the deck, swings it back. There's a three, top of the key. Featherstone short. Rebound Peterson, no good. Gets her own rebound. Blocked by Maynard. And now she clears it out. PV stone cold. Scott fires a three, no good. And we got a foul inside, or actually out of bounds, hit the play clock.
Yeah,
shot clock, I should say.
Just hit the top rope on the top of the rim there, but got away one with Muskies here. I think PV just had 6 or 7 opportunities and three possessions. So be able to get the rebound, clear out, and get set for your offense.
Muskies battling hard under the glass. Muskies break pressure. Caleb Paul has it in the front court. Over to Manjoin. Manjoin in the corner. PB tries to double. Sadie gets out of it to Los. Now it's Maynard. Maynard swings it over for Longhurst and back to Maynard. Now to Los. Corner for Manjoin. Blocked, and it's going to be out of bounds, and this one's going to stay with the Muskies, I believe. And it will. 9 seconds on the shot clock. 49 seconds left in the first. And it's 13-7 Pleasant Valley. Muskies much more competitive tonight than they were back in December. There's a pass out front for Maynard. Maynard puts it on the deck, drives in. Now over to Caleb Paul. And now Manjoin has it to Los. And that's a shot clock violation on the Muskies. And PV will get it with 37 seconds left.
Yeah, I don't think the Muskies offense or even the bench really understood that there was 9 seconds left. I didn't really hear anybody call it out, but got to know where your situation, how much time's left on the clock.
Powers in the front court, over to Featherstone. She holds it on the right wing. Now dribbles to the middle. PV, a 2 second differential. Powers for three. This one no good. And the rebound cleared by Maynard. Maynard pushes tempo down the left side. And there's a ball stolen away by Powers. One-on-one with Manjoin. Now she swings it over, feeds Featherstone for the runner. And it's 15-7. Manjoin in the front court for Lowe. See if the Muskies get one at the buzzer. Paul at the buzzer. No good. We played one. It's Pleasant Valley 15 and the Muskies 7. We're taking a timeout. This is Muskie Girls Basketball on KWPC.
This is John Becky. Have health insurance questions? You can get advice at no additional cost from a Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield authorized independent agent. Call Becky Insurance and Financial Services in Muscatine at 563-263-9700 to find a Wellmark health insurance plan that's right for you and your family. Getting quality health insurance doesn't have to be complicated. Call me, John Becky, your local health insurance expert today.
John Becky and Mike Dunlap are local authorized independent agents for Walmart Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Iowa.
Your home for Hawkeye Sports is KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. Join the voice of the Hawkeyes, Deary Dolphin and Bobby Hansen, for the high-flying, jam-packed action of Iowa Hawkeyes men's basketball. Catch every game home and away on 95.1 FM, 860 AM, voiceofmuscatine.com, and the free KWPC app. The Hawks play here on KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. Back to Muskie basketball on KWPC.
Welcome back to Muskie basketball for the Becky Insurance broadcast booth. It's the Saints Marian Matthias Catholic Church and School first half. PV leads the Muskie girls 15-7 after one. Rubble, she'll take a three, left wing, shot no good. She's had at least 5 opportunities wide open, missed them all. There's a pass ahead for Los. Los shot on the way, no good, and the rebound going to go out of bounds. It'll be Pleasant Valley basketball.
Yeah, I like what they did, though, for the Muskies to start out the second quarter. You don't want PV to get in their defensive sets and be ready to go, because that's when they're hard to get open looks and open shots.
There's a pass to the post, stolen away by Manjoin. Here come the Muskies ahead to Los. Over to Kalen Paul. Good. Great fast break by the Muskies.
Right on cue. Transition back. Baskets are the best baskets.
And the freshman Paul with a big layup. Her first basket of the night. And it's 15-9. PV by 6. There's Peterson. Muskies extending their 3-2 zone. They feed it in. Stolen away. Is off the hands of Kramer. And Ella Maynard has it. Maynard in the front court. She splits a defense to the rim. Good, Ella Maynard. What a great move by Maynard.
It was a great move by the big senior. Maynard was able to do a little Euro step to her left hand.
There's Powers, corner for Peterson. 15-11. PV by 4. They get it into the post. That's Volksdorf. She turns around, misses it. Maynard with a strong rebound. Here come the Muskies. Leo Los on high. She picks her dribble up. And now bounces it to Kalen Paul, right wing, and back to Lowe's. High post for Longhurst. They swing it around. Maynard, 3 out of the corner. Air ball, no good. And a rebound cleared by Rubel. Down the floor she goes. No numbers. Kicks it out to Powers. Now they feed it into Kramer. Shot up and in, and a foul, and it's going to be on Lily Longhurst. Kramer will go to the line to shoot one.
Yeah, the Muskies were just a little slow getting back there, and Kramer was able to dump in the lane, set her feet, get fouled. Nice and one.
Isabel Kramer, 75% from the stripe. And we got a timeout, a 30-second timeout by Coach Getz and PV. And the Muskies hanging around here. It was PV jumped off to a 10-0 and a 13-2 lead in the first quarter. And since that 13-2, you know, the Muskies have outscored them 8-4. They're hanging around.
They have, and they've been getting stops on this PV offense. PV kind of got cold a little bit and has been missing some opportunities. And so far in the second quarter, Maynard's been taking over on the defensive glass and not allowing them to get second opportunities. As far as the Muskies offense goes, keep doing what they're doing. Transition basketball. Again, this PV defense, they're long, they're lengthy. Once they get set, that's when they're the most dangerous. So to get these transition baskets and open looks are the best way for this Muskie offense.
PV played 10 kids so far tonight. Muskie's playing 6, and that's always a factor as games go on. A free throw good by Kramer, and now she almost steals it. Kramer up to 7 points for PV. They're led in scoring by their freshman Peyton Peterson with 9. It's 18-11 Spartans. 5:55 to play in the first half. Manjoy now. This looks like a 1-2-2 full court press as they're 3 players up front really surrounding the ball. There's a pass to Manjoy, and the Muskies break pressure. Try to feed Maynard, and it's off the hands of PV and out of bounds.
Yeah, and with that 1-2-2, what they're doing is they're wanting you to dribble into the sideline to get traps and double teams.
There's Los. She looks at it. Now she picks her dribble up over to Manjoin. Bounce pass in, but it's a kick on the Spartans. I want to mention all season long some of our great sponsors, Muscatine Power and Water. Catch all of your games, boys and girls, on MPW TV Channel 5. Vision Center PC, only the finest care locations, Muscatine, Tipton, and Solon. There's another inbounds pass slapped out of bounds. All Seasons Glass, residential and commercial glass, mirror, and screen replacement. Thank you for sponsoring Muskie basketball. The pass in now. Los has it out front. Longhurst tries to swing it around, stolen away by Peterson. And here comes PV. Peterson over to Featherstone in the right wing. Back to Peterson. Back to Featherstone. They play catch. And now it's up front for Asadi, who's checked in. She's a 6'1" junior. Lengthy group here.
Yeah, just keep coming with size.
Peterson, a freshman, 5'10". She's probably going to grow before she graduates. And there's a ball stolen away, and Los has it, and here come the Muskies. Good defense by the Muskies.
Yeah, great rip by Lily Longhurst and was able to save it in for Los.
There's a pass to Maynard, now in the corner for Manjoin. Back to Los. Shot clock at 15, and now we've got a travel on Sadie Manjoin.
Yeah, it looks like she stepped a couple times before she picked up her pivot foot before she dribbled.
Now Hayden Scott checks into the lineup, replacing Asadi. Longhurst checks out. Kalen Paul checks in. So Kalen Paul is checking in for certain players. Give him a quick breather. And there's Peterson, corner for Featherstone. She picks her dribble up. Almost drug the puppies there. And now it's over. And there's Peterson for 3, left wing. This one no good. And the rebound strong by Kensley Paul.
The big senior was able to come up with that rebound, pass it out to Jordan to clear it out.
Los on the wing, bounces it for Caleb Paul, the freshman. Shot up good. Caleb Paul with 4.
She was just finding a little opening in the middle of the lane, and no one was able to guard her. Good shot by the freshman.
Love about the freshman. She plays hard and she's fearless. There's a pass inside. Now looking was Kramer, and it's stolen by the Muskies. Here comes Manjoin, 18-13. Muskies can cut this down. Lead, 5-point lead. They can cut it to 3 or 2. There's Paul out front. Over to Los. PV reaching. And there's a bounce pass inside. And it's stolen away this time by Featherstone, but stolen back by Los. And now we've got players on the floor. We're going to get a jump ball. Possession arrow will stay with the Muskies.
Yeah, Los was just able to try to rip it away. Give your Muskies a chance, another fighting chance to get an opportunity.
18-13, 3:19 left here in the first half. Muskies really competing hard. There's Kinsley Paul. She swings it over, and this ball stolen away by PV by Powers. She'll bring it up the middle of the floor. Over for Featherstone. They try to feed it in, stolen by Maynard. Maynard down the floor, one-on-one against Powers. No good, and the rebound by Kramer. Good drive by Ella, couldn't convert. There's Kramer to the rim, no good, but a foul, and I think it's going to go on Los.
And so far, the two senior forwards both took it coast to coast. One missed it, just left a little short. Good take by Maynard, and so far with Kramer here, was able to get a foul.
Los's first foul. Free throw, no good by Kramer. Or actually, it is good, sorry. 19-13, up by 6. Let me check my contacts here, Jake. Second one rattles, no good. That one is no good. 19-13, Kramer has 8, and Peterson 9 to lead the Spartans. Muskies walking up the floor with Maynard. PV still in that 2-3 zone. They feed high post along her, so they swing it around now. Manjoin has it. Back to Kaylin Paul, but a travel on Sadie Manjoin.
Yeah, Manjoin just drove it in the middle of the lane, realized there was no other offensive player around her, and kind of lost her footing before passing it.
In the front court now, Powers to Kramer. They feed it inside Featherstone. Rejected by Maynard, but a foul. And they're going to call it on Ella Maynard. She didn't like the call.
Yeah, I think it was a little bit of ball and arm. Could have went both ways, but they called the foul.
Featherstone at the stripe. Avery Featherstone, 53% from the free throw line this year. And she knocks down the first.
Muskie's still hanging in here in the second quarter with 2.5 to play. This is obviously a different ball game from the first matchup that these two had. So great job, great first half so far for this team.
Featherstone's second free throw good, makes a pair. Claire Tyler has checked in, another tall 6'1" sophomore into the lineup along with Rubel, and there's a double dribble. As Manjoin tried to dribble through the double team, that's what PV wants you to do.
Absolutely. To break the press, got to pass out of it.
And that's the turnover right there. 21-13, PV by 8. 2:21 to play here in the first half. Powers over to Tyler. Tyler's got it high. Good defense by Kaylin Paul, and now to Rubel. She's guarded by Manjoy to Powers. They feed the post to Kramer. Nice pass to Featherstone. Shot up and in. Good play. Good set by PV there in the half court. Maynard has in the backcourt. Their lead's back to 10. And now Manjoin tries to break pressure. And there's a steal by Kramer. One-on-one against Maynard. Shot no good. Good defense by Ella. And the Muskies clear, and there's going to be a foul in the backcourt on Pleasant Valley. And it's going to go on Avery Featherstone. Good defense by Maynard on the run out to save that bucket right there. Good hustle by Ella.
Yeah, as Los comes back in for the freshman Kaylin Paul, giving us good minutes off the bench so far. Really need Los coming back in here to give some help with Sadie. It this press is kind of stressing them out a little bit. Let's not try to put the ball on the floor here. Try to pass out of it. Find someone in the middle of the lane and get a break out of this.
There's a pass ahead for Los in the front court. Now it's to Maynard. She spins, gives it back to Los. Cross court now for Manjoin. She has it right wing. And now the Muskies drive baseline, and there's going to be a foul on the baseline. Good drive. Actually, Kensley Paul stepped out of bounds. I thought they were going to call a foul. No luck there. In the front court now, Powers, and it's slapped out of bounds by Los. Good hands by Leo. And it's PV ball.
Yeah, Muskies are staying in their 2-3 zone, and right now PV, when they've been scoring, they've been able to drop it off in the middle of the lane here, either kick out or a nice post touch for Kramer.
Rubel has it. She feeds into the post to Kramer. Good post defense by the Muskies. Back to Rubel. She picks a dribble up. She drag her foot, traveling.
Yeah, Leah Loesch just made it hard, was in the passing lane, and kind of made it hard for PV to try to pass and let it up, and she was able to shuffle her pivot foot.
Los gets it into Maynard. And now back to Leo, and the Muskies try to break the press here. Los gets it over half court. Now they trap in that corner, and that's where they want to get you. And it's going to be off PV and out of bounds, Muskie ball.
And for this PV defense, this isn't a full court press. It's just a 3/4 court, and they're really trying to just trap you up right at half court line. They want you to get right across and get you to a corner and be able to trap that.
Los has it. And now to Kensley Paul. Cross court for Sadie Manjoin, and is going to go out of bounds. Turnover on the Muskies. 1:04 to play in the half. 23-13 Pleasant Valley. Stay tuned at the half for the CBI Bank and Trust halftime show. Powers to Rubel. Rubel pounds the dribble out front. Swings over to Powers for three out of the corner. No good. Rebound Rubel. She's in the paint. Over to Tyler for three. Short. PV's not afraid to throw it up and shoot. And there's a jump ball inside. This one's going to go to the Spartans with 42 seconds left in the half. 28 seconds on the shot clock. Featherstone checks in for Claire Tyler.
The PV's here set to get their third opportunity off of this possession. Muskies need to get a rebound here. Get a stop, get a rebound, and get some points.
There's a pass into Kramer. Turnaround shot. No good. Good defense by Maynard. And the Muskies in the front court. They can play virtually for the last shot of the half if they want to. 1 second differential.
And if you're for the Muskies, you would want to do that. You don't want to obviously expand this lead for PV. You want to obviously shrink it or keep it as close as you can.
There's Maynard at the elbow. Ella in the paint. Turnaround shot. Good. Ella Maynard knocks it down. Her second basket. She has four, and it's 23-15. Rubel down the front court to Powers. They throw it away. Turnover, Pleasant Valley. The Muskies will get the last shot here. 23-15. 2.3 seconds left in the half. They get it into Los. And we played a half. It's Pleasant Valley 23 and the Muscatine Muskies 15. We're going to take a timeout, and we'll be back with the CBI Bank and Trust halftime show. You're listening to Muskie Girls Basketball on KWPC.
CBI Bank and Trust is proud to support the Muscatine Muskies all season long, on the court and in our community. Whether it's saving for college, buying your first home, or planning for the future, CBI Bank and Trust is here to cheer you on every step of the way. Visit us anytime at CBIBT.com to learn more. CBI Bank and Trust, local roots, strong values, and always in your corner. Aim high, bank strong, and go Muskies. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is Mike Dunlap. Do you have health insurance questions? You can get expert advice at no additional cost from a well-marked Blue Cross and Blue Shield authorized independent agent. Call Becky Insurance and Financial Services in Muscatine at 563-263-9700 to find a well-marked health insurance plan that's right for you and your family. Getting quality health insurance doesn't have to be complicated. Call me, Mike Dunlap, or John Becky, your local health insurance experts today.
John Becky and Mike Dunlap are local authorized independent agents for Walmart Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Iowa.
For 80 years, Ed Moore's has built a legacy, and now it's time to celebrate during our 80th anniversary sale at Ed Moore's Chevy Buick GMC in Muscatine. Get anniversary savings across our entire lineup, like new 2026 Sierras, $12,000 off, or new 2025 Invistas, just $22,499. It's a celebration 80 years in the making at Ed Moore's Chevy Buick GMC in Muscatine. GMC, we are professional grade.
Select models, proof credit discounts from MSRP financing term. Vary plus tax, title, registration, and fees. See dealer for details.
Your home for Hawkeye Sports is KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. Join the voice of the Hawkeyes, Gary Dolphin and Bobby Hansen, for the high-flying, jam-packed action of Iowa Hawkeyes men's basketball. Catch every game home and away on 95.1 FM, 860 AM, voiceofmuscatine.com, and the free KWPC app. The Hawks play here on KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. The Muskies are on KWPC. This is the CBI Bank and Trust halftime show. Here's Brian and Jake Musell.
We are back from the Becky Insurance broadcast booth. This is the CBI Bank and Trust halftime show. Brian and Jake Musell at the half. It's Pleasant Valley leading the Muskie girls 23-15. Great first half effort by the Muskies. The Muskies trailed 10-zip and 13-2 early in the first quarter, but hung around and cut the lead to 8 at the end of one. They trailed PV 15-7. PV stretched their lead from 8 to 10 was the high water mark of the second quarter. 23-13. Ella Maynard with a turnaround jumper with about 9 seconds to play in the half, cut it to 8, and that's where we sit at the half. 23-15 Pleasant Valley. Leading scorers tonight for PV, Peyton Peterson, their freshman, with 9. Isabel Kramer, their leading scorer in the season, with 8. Muskies are led by their senior Leo Los and Ella Maynard and Kaylin Paul, just the freshmen, each with 4. We're going to take another timeout, and Jake Musell will give you his thoughts on the first half. We'll be back with more of the CBI Bank and Trust halftime show. This is Muskie basketball on KWPC.
CBI Bank and Trust is proud to support the Muscatine Muskies all season long, on the court and in our community. Whether it's saving for college, buying your first home, or planning for the future, CBI Bank and Trust is here to cheer you on every step of the way. Visit us anytime at cbibt.com to learn more. CBI Bank and Trust, local roots, strong values, and always in your corner. Aim high, bank strong, and go Muskies. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Your home for Hawkeye Sports is KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. Join the voice of the Hawkeyes, Gary Dolphin and Bobby Hansen, for the high-flying, jam-packed action of Iowa Hawkeyes men's basketball. Catch every game home and away on 95.1 FM, 860 AM, voiceofmuscatine.com, and the free KWPC app. The Hawks play here on KWPC, the voice of Muscatine.
Muscatine pride runs strong, and MPW is proud to power the Muskies. From lights on the court and stage to the water in your bottle to the internet and TV bringing the action to your home, MPW keeps our community connected. We're more than a utility. We're your hometown team. So cheer loud, Muscatine. Go Muskies. Learn more at mpw.org. Proud supporter of Muskie athletics and activities.
Hey, Muskie fans, this is Connor Kenny, General Manager for KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. Since you're hearing my voice right now, that means your business still has an opportunity to sponsor Muskie Athletics. We love the Muskies, and we know you do too. To have your business support and sponsor Muskie Athletics on KWPC, give me a call at 563-263-2442 or send me an email to connor.kenny@voiceofmuscatine.com. That's Connor with an O-R and Kenny with an E-Y. Thanks for listening to KWPC, and go Muskies!
This is Muskie basketball on KWPC.
Welcome back to Muskie girls basketball from the Becky Insurance broadcast booth. This is the CBI Bank and Trust halftime show. Pleasant Valley leads the Muskie girls at the half, 23-15. The Muskie girls played really competitive basketball in half number one. And Jake, just what we asked for. The Muskies are competing hard, cleaning up the glass, and making shots when they get their opportunities.
Yeah, if you would have saw the first game and the first score of that 67-4, and you would have told me we're only down 8 at half, you would like where you're at if you're Coach Cohen and their offense and defense here. So, so far the big seniors with Leah Lose coming with 5 points and Nella Maynard coming through with 4. Obviously leading scores for the Muskies. That's helping. Being here, they've been here before. They played tough competition throughout their 4 years of playing here, so that's always a good sign. They've been here, been doing it for a long time. As far as this PV team, they're rolling deep with 10 players, and Muskies are playing with 7. We've been able to get some good minutes with the freshman Kaylin Paul, kind of helping it out. On the fast break points has been our go-to so far. That's how we kind of been able to get the points on the board and shrinking this lead. Once PV gets in their sets, when they get in their 2-3 zone and their three-quarter court press, and once they are set, they're a dangerous team. They pick turnovers and they get them for their offense. So far for the Muskies being down 8, you like what you see. You got to keep it up for the second half.
There you have it. And the Muskie girls, you can tell they're out here warming up. They came out with smiles on their faces. They're happy. They feel like they're in this one. They are in this one. Pleasant Valley still in the locker room. So we'll see what happens. We're going to take our final timeout of the half, and we'll be back with more of the CBI Bank and Trust halftime show. This is Muskie girls basketball on KWPC.
You've been listening to the CBI Bank and Trust halftime show. The second half is right around the corner on KWPC.
CBI Bank and Trust is proud to support the Muscatine Muskies all season long, on the court and in our community. Whether it's saving for college, buying your first home, or planning for the future, CBI Bank and Trust is here to cheer you on every step of the way. Visit us anytime at cbibt.com to learn more. CBI Bank and Trust, local roots, strong values, and always in your corner. Aim high, bank strong, and go Muskies. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is John Becky. Do you have questions about your Medicare? Get your questions answered from someone you can trust. Call your local Medicare experts with Becky Insurance and Financial Services in Muscatine at 563-263-9700 to get started on finding the right Medicare solution for you. We will help you pick a plan that balances your budget needs with comprehensive benefits. Finding the right Medicare solution for your needs has never been easier. Call Mike Dunlap or myself, John Becky, and get started today.
Muskie fans, while construction is underway on the new Community Healthcare Muscatine Clinic, CHC is still accepting new patients at their current Muscatine Medical and Dental Clinic locations. From chronic disease management to pediatric well visits and dental exams, CHC sees patients of all ages. Virtual telehealth appointments are also available. To schedule a medical, dental, or behavioral health appointment, call the CHC Muscatine Clinics at 563-327-2140. Community Healthcare Muscatine. Every age, every income, everyone. Proud supporter of Muskie Athletics.
Your home for Hawkeye Sports is KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. Join the voice of the Hawkeyes, Gary Dolphin and Bobby Hansen, for the high-flying, jam-packed action of Iowa Hawkeyes men's basketball. Catch every game home and away on 95.1 FM, 860 AM, voiceofmuscatine.com, and the free KWPC app. The Hawks play here on KWPC, the voice of Muscatine.
CBI Bank and Trust is proud to support the Muscatine Muskies all season long, on the court and in our community. Whether it's saving for college, buying your first home, or planning for the future, CBI Bank and Trust is here to cheer you on every step of the way. Visit us anytime at cbibt.com to learn more. CBI Bank and Trust, local roots, strong values, and always in your corner. Aim high, bank strong, and go Muskies. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back to Muskie basketball on KWPC.
Welcome back to Muskie basketball from the Becky Insurance broadcast booth, and thank you, CBI Bank and Trust, for sponsoring our halftime show. The Muskies getting ready for half number 2. Pleasant Valley leads this one 23-15. The Muskies had about 5 minutes of warm-up shots in this before the second half action. PV just ran out on the floor with an extended message from head coach Jennifer Getz. So they extend their pressure to start this one. And now the Muskies have it as Ella Maynard in the corner. They swing it to Longhurst. Maynard for 3. No good, and the rebound cleared by Rubel.
A good start for the Muskies. Had a wide open shot with Ella Maynard in the corner, just didn't fall.
Now Rubel has it left wing. She'll take a three. No good. And ball tapped around. There's going to be a foul. And it's going to be on Kramer, I believe. And that'll be her first. First on the Spartans.
That was a good box out by Maynard, and Raymer kind of went over the top of her.
PV now full court pressure. 1-2-1-1 on ball pressure. Now they're looking to trap right away. Maynard has it. She throws it ahead. And there's a steal right away by Peterson to Kramer. Kramer has it in the front court. Now they swing it over for Powers. Back to Kramer. Powers has it out high. Muskies in their zone. Now Rubel, they swing it into Kramer. Back to Rubel. Top of the key three. Good. Her first basket of the night. She's taken a lot of threes and hasn't connected. Now it's 26-15. Pleasant Valley matches their biggest lead of the night of 11. And there's another steal. Powers has it. Over to Rubel. Rubel has it. Bounces it for Powers. And now to Peterson. The freshman had 3 threes in the first half. This one's no good, and a rebound. Kramer. Now there's a Volkstar for 3. Shot no good, and a rebound underneath Rubel. PV getting it after it here. Powers has it. Splits a defense. Out high for Peterson for 3. No good. Rebound Kramer. And there's a foul inside.
Yeah, and that's just hard to do for the Muskies. That was four offensive rebounds for PV to get chances for their offense and to get more points on this.
Fouls on Sadie Manjoin, her first. Now they get it in. Corner. Powers for 3 out of the corner. Short. Rebound Kramer. And she's gotten every offensive rebound so far. Now she's going to shoot one out of the left wing, and she knocks it down, and it is a 3. So it's 29-15 now, PV by 14, their biggest lead. There's Manjoin in the front court for Maynard. She steps into a 16-footer. No good, in a rebound. Kramer ahead for Rubel, and here come the Spartans.
Yeah, look good, just didn't fall.
Rubel has it to Powers. They swing it around. Peterson, the freshman, the runner, blocked by Maynard and cleared by Kensley Paul. Ella Maynard with a block shot. And the Muskies in the front court with Manjoin. She picks her dribble up. Now to Los. Leo pounds a dribble, picks it up. Back over to Manjoin. Muskies a little stagnant against his zone. Got to whip the ball around. And now she works off a Maynard screen. Tries to bounce it in for Paul, but it's out of bounds. It'll stay with the Muskies. 10 seconds on the shot clock. 5:19 left here in the third, and it's 29-15. PV.
Got to pass in the zone. You know, they want you to dribble into traps and double teams all day if you dribble.
There's Maynard for 3 out of the corner. Good, Ella Maynard. She has 7.
Inbounds pass, Maynard took it out, was able to find Los, and came back for a down screen for a wide open 3.
Community Healthcare 3 by Ella Maynard. There's a pass in the corner. Rubel for 3, and she knocks down her second 3 of the second half, and it's 32-18.
Yeah, and she was cold all first half, and so far she's made a couple this third quarter.
Manjoin in the front court, Featherstone, and it's going to be a foul, I believe, on Featherstone, and it is.
Yeah, just got Sadie Manjoin on the hip when Manjoin was trying to drive on the sideline, and good call by the ref.
It'll be the second on Featherstone. 32-18, 4:45 to play here in the third. Bounces it to Paul. Now they swing it back to Los, and there's a ball. Featherstone steals it away ahead for Rubel. PV has numbers. Rubel to the basket. Shot up, no good. Rebound cleared by Scott. Shot up, no good. And the rebound, it's going to be on the floor, but a foul on the Muskies. Actually, it was Zoya Asadi who kept that one alive. Fouls on Ella Maynard, her second. Maynard leads the Muskies with 7. Leo Los with 5. Isabel Kramer with 11. And Peyton Peterson with 9 for PV. There's Kramer inside, misses the easy shot. Gets her own rebound, though. Swings it over Featherstone for 3. Good. She knocks it down. Featherstone now with 9, and it's 35-18.
Yeah, Coach Getza over there sitting on the sideline shaking her head. Probably not from all the offensive rebounds, but just from all the missed shots that they've had.
Ella Maynard to the rim, good. Leah Lowe's breaks the pressure, and Maynard lays it in, and the Muskies get an easy layup. 35-20, PV by 15. There's Featherstone. Bounces it to Kramer, right wing. Out high for Powers, and they swing it around, and there's a turnover, Pleasant Valley.
Energy's going a little sideways on the Muskies here. Good start again for the Muskies. Little run for PV, and now Muskies is kind of trying to stop this bleeding here.
Gets subs out so she can set up the press as Kramer gets a breather. Lose in the front court now for the Muskies. She picks her dribble up. Over to Longhurst. Now it's Maynard going baseline. Back to Longhurst. And now it's Paul. Back to Maynard. Maynard steps into a 3 right wing. No good, and the rebound cleared by PV. Rubel in the front court for Powers, and she travels.
Yeah, Featherstone made that shot a little bit difficult for Maynard. Maynard had to kind of do a step back, was kind of a little forced into that 3, but good defensive stop by the Muskies and able to get another possession out of it.
Hayden Scott checks into the PV lineup. Caleb Paul checks into the Muskies lineup for Kensley Paul. PV pressing all over the floor again, and now they try to trap. And it was effective as Sadie dribbles it out of bounds, and a turnover on the Muskies.
Yeah, and PV got what they wanted to do. Let them get cross half court, and then you got to trap out of it.
Rubel has it. Spin move top of the key over for Peterson, and now to Featherstone. Featherstone swings it over. Powers for 3 left wing. No good. Rebound inside Peterson. Misses it, but she's fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, Muskies got what they wanted again. They got another stop and another shot and another miss, but the opportunity off the glass here hasn't been working out in Muskies' favor.
Scott actually is a foul shooter. Hayden Scott. She misses the first, and she'll get one more. Scott in the season, just 33%. Second free throw on the way, no good. Misses a pair, and the rebound run down by Kramer. And she feeds inside to Peterson for an easy layup. And Peterson now has 11, and it's 37-20, PV by 17. There's a steal by Featherstone. She's in the front court, feeds it into Kramer on a block, back to Peterson. And now to Kramer as they play catch. Cross court, there's Powers for 3, no good. Ball tapped around, Kramer gets another rebound. Scott fires up a deep 3, no good. And now Maynard finally clears for the Muskies.
Muskies not going away. They keep fighting on this rebounds, but the Kramers probably got about 10, 15 unofficial
We're not keeping rebounds stats,
here so far.
She's got at least 8 rebounds in the second
Yeah.
half. There's Manjoin on Featherstone. Now it's to Los. Cross court for Kalen Paul. Maynard out of the corner. Shot up, no good. And the rebound run down by Kramer again.
Yeah, good quick ball pass by Paul to Maynard, just didn't fall.
There's a 3 out of the corner by Peterson, no good. And a rebound by the Muskies. Boy, both teams actually look a little tired, even though PV's playing with 10 kids.
Yeah, this quarter has been going quick. Not too many fouls, just missed shots. Both ends of the court here.
There's Longhurst. PV trying to take that one away, and it's on the floor, and there's going to be a jump ball. No, and it's stolen by Powers. Muskie fans wanted a foul. There's a pass to Peterson. Now they feed the post for Scott. Turnaround shot, no good. Rebound, jump blocked by Maynard. But a foul on Maynard, and Featherstone will go to the line to shoot 2. And Ella blocks a lot of shots. That one a little bit of the body, and that'll be her 3rd.
Yeah, and that's not good, having her 3rd in the 3rd quarter here. We'll see what Coach Cohn wants to do here and sub her out. If I were them, I would sub her out and then let her go all 4th quarter.
Featherstone knocks down the first, so Kensley Paul checks in along with Mia Martinez, and Lily Longhurst and Ella Maynard with a well-deserved break check out. 38-20. Featherstone second on the way good. 39-20, and Featherstone off the bench with a good effort for PV. She's up to 11 points off the pine, and it's 39-20. Pleasant Valley by 19, their biggest lead.
And PV's got 3 people in double figures with 11.
Leo Los drives into the bottom of the lane and throws it away, and down the floor comes PV. Peterson to the rim, lays it up and in, and the freshman now up to 13, and the Spartans lead 41-20.
And PV realized they had numbers on that offensive transition, was able to get it.
Rubel with the steal, but it's tied up. Great defense by Manjoin, and a jump ball, but it's going to be PV basketball on the possession arrow. PV will inbounds on the side inbounds. Justin Miller with a surprise here as Daddy John has shown up. Looks like he's bringing popcorn to all. There's Rubel, bounces it into Kramer. Kramer turnaround in the paint. Good, Kramer knocks it in. And she's up to 13 for the night. And it's 43-20. And now we've got a timeout, Pleasant Valley. 24 seconds left in the third. And Jake, you know, we kind of thought about that. There was a message sent at halftime. PV didn't warm up for the second half. They had a 10-minute heart-to-heart in the locker room, and they've come out and it's shown. They led 23-15 at the half. And they've outscored the Muskies here 20-5. 20-5 here in the third quarter. And honestly, they've missed a lot of shots. I mean, they've really gotten aggressive on the press end of the floor and just made the best of it. But Muskies have hung around, and they're just running out of gas. They don't have the deepest bench to compete with a group like this that goes 10 deep, but they've fought hard in this one so far.
Yeah, they have been. And usually if you see an opposing team, don't go out and warm up at halftime. That would like you to tell you that Coach Getz probably got on their butt a little bit. You know, only being up 8, and I'm sure being up 23 with still a quarter to play, Coach Getz still isn't happy. So, you know, that's tough for Muskies only playing with 6-7 ladies, and PV being able to play with 10 and having bodies to refresh all the time. But Muskies have fought hard since the first compared to the first game they've had.
Rubel has it, works off a screen. They're going to call an offensive foul on Pleasant Valley. On Russman, her first action, a 5'8 sophomore, commits the foul on the screen.
We just talked about it, but right on cue, Coach Getz did not like it. Tried to draw up a play out of that timeout, and already a turnover by PV.
Now the Muskies, Caleb Paul loses the backcourt, and it's picked up by Kramer. Kramer swings it over for Volksdorf, and now it's inside to Rubel. They swing it around. Volksdorf for 3. Shot no good at the buzzer. We played 3. It's Pleasant Valley 43 and the Muskies 20. We're going to take a timeout. You listen to Muskie girls basketball on KWPC.
Muskie fans, while construction is underway on the new Community Healthcare Muscatine Clinic, CHC is still accepting new patients at their current Muscatine medical and dental clinic locations. From chronic disease management to pediatric well visits and dental exams, CHC sees patients of all ages. Virtual telehealth appointments are also available. To schedule a medical, dental, or behavioral health appointment, call the CHC Muscatine Clinics at 563-327-2140. Community Healthcare Muscatine. Every age, every income, everyone. Proud supporter of Muskie Athletics.
Your home for Hawkeye Sports is KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. Join the voice of the Hawkeyes, Gary Dolphin and Bobby Hansen, for the high-flying, jam-packed action of Iowa Hawkeyes men's basketball. Catch every game home and away on 95.1 FM, 860 AM, voiceofmuscatine.com, and the free KWPC app. The Hawks play here on KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. This is Muskie basketball on KWPC.
Welcome back to Muskie basketball for the Becky Insurance broadcast booth. Brian and Jake Musell. We've got 3 quarters in the books. Pleasant Valley leads the Muskie girls 43-20 tonight after the girls game late in the fourth quarter here, since we have a doubleheader. Jake Musell will name his Edmore Chevy Buick GMC Player of the Game. There's a shot by Lose. No good rebound. Kensley Paul. Back out to Maynard. They swing it to Lose. Over to Sadie Manjoin. There's a pass, and this one's slapped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Muskies. Leo Lose has it. Bounces it for Kensley Paul. Slapped out to Lose now. PV pressuring all over the floor again, and there's a steal by Rubel, and here come the Spartans.
Yeah, right idea from the Muskies. Had a nice little cut wide open, just missed it.
Powers goes baseline over to Featherstone. Now she swings it over to Powers. Rubel has it. There's Peterson for three out of the corner. Good. Peterson, fine freshman, up to 16 points. And PV now leads 46-20.
And she's got 16. That's a good looking freshman right there for that PV squad.
There's Maynard in the lane, stolen away by Featherstone. 6:50 to play in this one. And PV's extended the lead to 26. Powers turns down a three. Featherstone shoots a three, knocks it down. And off the bench, got to give her credit. Featherstone with 14 points off the bench. And it's now 49-20. Lose has it. She dribbles in the paint to Kaylin Paul. Kaylin back to Manjoin. And now to Leo Lose. There's a shot by Lose, blocked from behind by Rubel. And here come the Spartans. Rubel to Powers. Powers now to Peterson. In the corner now to Rubel. Rubel swings it over to Powers. Now it's Volkstarf, and there's a pass almost stolen by Lose, and it's run down by Peterson. Shot clock inside of 10 at 6, and there's a Powers swings it over. There's another three, Featherstone. This one's long. And Volksdorf with the rebound to Rubel down the lane. Shot no good, and the rebound out of bounds off Peterson's hand. Ella Maynard changes shot there because there was a layup opportunity for Rubel. Good defense by Ella.
Yeah, she was able to make it difficult for Rubel there. Peterson just tried to get that offensive rebound, kind of got tipped and slapped out away.
Asadi is checked into the PV lineup, along with Kramer, who's back in. And number 3, Emerson Urke, a 5'10 freshman, is checked in, her first action. Now it's Maynard. Maynard drives, loses it out of bounds, and it's going to be a turnover on the Muskies. 5:19 left in this one. PV 49 and the Muskies 20.
And PV kind of blown it away here, but Muskies has been fighting hard all game. You know, it's just a little bit difficult playing with 6-7 bodies.
There's a pass in the corner. Powers for 3. No good. Rebound run down by Featherstone. Swings it over. And now they rotate it around to Sadi to Powers. Urk has it. Now she swings it over to Featherstone. Should go to the rim. No good. And the ball slapped out of bounds, and it's going to go to the Muskies.
And Featherstone was trying to get her own rebound, but didn't realize she was already standing outside of bounds when she touched the ball.
Stay tuned after this one, folks. We're going to have a doubleheader. The boys will take on Pleasant Valley in the nightcap. Should be a good one. There's a pass to Longhurst at the elbow. Back to Lose. Now to Maynard. She fires a 3 left wing. Good, Ella Maynard in double figures with 12 to lead the Muskies. And it's 49-23, the Muskies' first hoop of the fourth quarter.
Maynard was able to set her feet and fire from 3.
There's out front Powers. Herky has it. There's Featherstone for 3. This one's no good. The rebound cleared by Leo Lose. Leo down the floor, and there's Powers from behind, steals it away. There's a pass ahead to Kramer to the rim. Left-handed layup good. And it's 51-23.
That's just a great hustle by Powers. Looked like Leo Lose was all free to the basket, and she was able to run right by her and get it there. And give it to Kramer, her big senior, the leading scorer for PV, for a nice easy 2 as Coach Cohn calls timeout with 3:49 to play here.
3:49 left in this one. 51-23. PV on top of the Muskies. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Muskie basketball on KWPC.
KWPC K236CF Muscatine from the Becky Insurance and Retirement Resource Group Studios. Your home for Muskie Sports is KWPC, the voice of Muscatine.
Brian Musell, Jake Musell back at Muscatine High School. This is Muskie girls basketball. Game 1 of the doubleheader. The boys will follow. The girls trailed 15-7 at the end of 1. They trailed 23-15 at the half. Very competitive, but PV came out and really put it to them here in the third quarter as they outscored the Muskies 20-5 in the third to stretch a lead to 43-20. And we sit right now at 51-23. 28 is the point differential. Biggest lead of the night was 49-20 just a couple of minutes ago. So 3:49 left. Let's see if the Muskies can finish strong here in this one.
Yeah, that's kind of been the thing for the Muskies all year is first half come out hard, they play hard, they play all hard all four quarters, but on the third quarter just kind of run out of gas and they kind of stretch the lead on us.
Lose has it out high. She picks up her dribble, swings to the Longhurst, cross court now for Sadie Manjoin. Manjoin out, top of the key, picks it up over to Longhurst. And now it's Los. Feeds Longhurst. Turn around by Lilly. Shot no good enough. Foul inside. And it might be on Asadi or Peterson, one of the two. And it's going to be on Peterson, the freshman. So Lily Longhurst will go to the line with an opportunity to get on the board. No points for Lily. 43% of the season from the stripe. And the first one is no good.
Yeah, and I believe this is maybe 1 or 2 shots for Lily all game here and coming with 3:22 to play. So I know been warmed up all game, but have not many opportunities so far.
Longhurst knocks down the second, and she's on the board, her first point. Powers in the front court for Pleasant Valley. To Rubel, and now to Peterson. Peterson crosses over, swings it over now for Scott, who's checked in. They feed it to Kramer, elbow jumper, no good. Back iron rebound inside by Rubel. Back to Scott. Scott drives in, picks her dribble up. Now they swing a corner for Peterson. Air ball no good. Rebound. Powers tried to save it, but it's off her, and it's Muskie basketball. Mia Martinez will check into the Muskie lineup, replacing Lily Longhurst. Another good effort by the sophomore tonight.
I believe this is Mia Martinez's first action for the Muskies this game, and Muskies have been played with 6 all game.
There's Los picking her dribble up. Now she dribbles into the double team, and now they swing it around. Manjoin has it. Out front, bounces to Maynard. Maynard fires a 3 right wing, no good, and a rebound. Cleared by Kramer. 2:20 left. 51-24 PV. Nice pass to Peterson from Kramer for the layup.
Good find by the senior Kramer. She was out on the wing and kind of caught sleeping. Peterson was able to backdoor, and nice easy 2 for PV.
53-24-29. That matches the biggest lead of the night. For the Spartans, under 2 to play. Leo Los has it. Now to Maynard. Swings in the corner for Martinez. And now they swing it back to Peterson. There's a pass over in the corner. Rubel, no good. Top of the board. Now they swing it over. There's Scott for 3. She knocks it down, and it's 56-24. PV going to clear the bench here. And tonight's Edmore Chevy Buick GMC player of the game for the Muskies is Jake. Who do you have?
I'm going to keep it with the senior Ella Maynard, 12 points. Pretty strong with this matchup on PV. They had a lot of size, a lot of length, and that's what we have kind of with Ella Maynard, and she tried to hold her ground Obviously not what the scoreboard says, but she was hustled hard all 4 quarters and was able to get some points for the Muskies and keep it close in the first half. So Ella Maynard is the Ed Morris Chevy Buick GMC player of the game.
So Coach Getz clears her bench. No starters left on the floor. Maynard has it inside. Turnaround shot. No good. Air ball. Rebound. Kaylin Paul. And we got a timeout Muskies. 109 left, and it's 56-24. 30-second timeout. Let's see if some of those reserves get on the floor. Muskies still had Maynard, Manjoin, Los out on the floor.
Yeah, and I think he's just setting up a play and try to get your team feeling good going into your next game. Obviously, Ab Bettendorf on Tuesday, or is that Friday? Excuse me, Friday.
Game number 2 into balance here. The Muskie boys will take on Pleasant Valley. Pleasant Valley in the season 8-7, 500 in the MAC at 6-6. Muskies, of course, 13-2, tied for the MAC lead, 10-2 with the Bettendorf Bulldogs. Martinez will inbounds for the Muskies. Out front for Los. Los bounces it for Maynard. Now back to Los. Los swings it across for Manjoin. Corner now for Martinez. Back to Manjoin, and the shot clock goes off, but it's going to count. Sadie Manjoin with a three-pointer to beat the shot clock. Her first basket, and it's 56-27.
That was a long shot by Sadie, too, a 20-footer.
Asadi has it out high. She swings it over for Russman. Now it's out high for Tyler and Featherstone. Featherstone's on the floor, off the bench with 14 tonight. And there's a steal by the Muskies. Leo Los in the front court. Maynard tries to get it to Kaylin Paul, but it's off her hands and out of bounds. Shot clock is off. 20.3 seconds left, and it's 56-27. We're going to take an extended timeout in between games. Jake and I'll be back with a quick pregame show for the boys, and then it'll be Muskie boys and Pleasant Valley to follow. PV trying to hopefully dribble the clock out here with no shots, and they get it out front for the Spartans. And we got game 1 is done. Pleasant Valley 56 and the Muskies 27. We'll be back after a few minutes off, and we'll be back with boys pregame. You're listening to Muskie basketball on KWPC.
This is Mike Dunlap. Do you have questions about Medicare? Get your questions answered.
And go Muskies!
Your home for Hawkeye Sports is KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. Join the voice of the Hawkeyes, Gary Dolphin and Bobby Hansen, for the high-flying, jam-packed action of Iowa Hawkeyes men's basketball. Catch every game home and away on 95.1 FM, 860 AM, voiceofmuscatine.com, and the free KWPC app. The Hawks play here on KWPC, the voice of Muscatine.
For 80 years, Ed Morse has built a legacy, and now it's time to celebrate during our 80th anniversary sale at Ed Morse Chevy Buick GMC in Muscatine. Get anniversary savings across our entire lineup, like new 2026 Sierras, $12,000 off, or new 2025 Invistas, just $22,499. It's a celebration 80 years in the making at Ed Morse Chevy Buick GMC in Muscatine. GMC, we are professional grade.
Select models, proof credit discounts for MSRP financing terms vary. Plus tax, title, registration, and fees. See dealer for details.
All Seasons Glass and Mirror in Muscatine provides multiple services, including window glass, screen repair, mirrors, and furniture tile. All Seasons Glass can do it all. All Seasons Glass is there when you need them. For more information, call 263-9044. All Seasons Glass now does shower doors and are a proud supporter of Muscatine Muskie Athletics. Go Muskies! All Seasons Glass, 1517 Gobble Street in Muscatine.
Muskie fans, while construction is underway on the new Community Healthcare Muscatine Clinic, CHC is still accepting new patients at their current Muscatine medical and dental clinic locations. From chronic disease management to pediatric well visits and dental exams, CHC sees patients of all ages. Virtual telehealth appointments are also available. To schedule a medical, dental, or behavioral health appointment, call the CHC Muscatine Clinics at 563-327-2140. Community Healthcare Muscatine. Every age, every income, everyone. Proud supporter of Muskie Athletics.
This is Mike Dunlap. Do you have health insurance questions? You can get expert advice at no additional cost from a well-marked Blue Cross and Blue Shield authorized independent agent. Call Becky Insurance and Financial Services in Muscatine at 563-263-9700 to find a well-marked health insurance plan that's right for you and your family. Getting quality health insurance doesn't have to be complicated. Call me, Mike Dunlap.
Time to celebrate during our 80th anniversary sale at Ed Morse Chevy Buick GMC in Muscatine. New 2026 Sierras, $12,000 off, or new 2025 Invistas, just $22,499. GMC in Muscatine. GMC, we are professional grade.
Easy to talk to and listen. She's also a great teacher who has been able to learn a lot. Now I'm member of this team. Spencer Diaz, selected Mrs. Cardenas. Cardenas has always been so supportive of me. Even before I started taking her class, beginning my senior year. She's always been loving and kind. She has helped me every step of the way. She's the reason why I passed my public speaking class. Mrs. Cardenas has guided me and given me advice that I will use for my life. Her advice and support made my decision of picking my college a whole lot easier. Thanks to Ms. Martinez for giving on me when you know that I'm slacking and I don't know what I would do without you. Thank you for dealing with me when I'm a handful. Love you. Spencer Diaz, Ms. Martinez. Next is Gage Curtis, selected as a young dollar. Want to honor a person for the time and the part of helping me grow, not just as a man, as a person. Coach Young Dollar took the time to know each one of these players, their strengths and weaknesses, and never quit encouraging me to keep working, keep down, keep shooting instead of pulling me out, trusting that I'd settle and find my shot. He demanded perfection as he saw potential in me and never gave up on me, even though he hasn't coached me for 4 years, still shows up in my football and basketball games. Still saying, Gage with trust. Gage Curtis, Industry Young Dollar.
Catch every game home and away on 95.1 FM, 860 AM, voiceofmuscatine.com.
Even in small ways, every word voice of Muscatine. That simple gesture puts me in a better mood to start the day. It pushes me to be better, not just in track, but also as a person. Thank you for everything you do on and off the track. Even got to do it, Mr. Rush. Next, we selected Mr. Welch. Mr. Welch has been a positive influence on me throughout my whole high school career. I eat breakfast in his room every morning. He's helped me in numerous ways, connecting me with work-based improvement opportunities and keeping me on the right course to reach my goals. Mr. Welch is not just a staff member, he's a friend, someone I can talk to for needs. Thank you, Mr. Welch, for all you do. Take the third Mr. Welch.
Doesn't have to be complicated. Call me, Mike Dunlap, or John Beck. Experts today.
Mike Dunlap, local authorized independent agents for
Selected Mrs. Manley. Kenzie was never my teacher, but she taught me a lot as a maid. Kenzie is one of the nicest people you will meet. She's a very good teacher as well. If you were to talk to her, she can tell you that she can't be paid. You don't need that never happened. Love you, Kenzie. Kenzie Welch, Mrs.
And now it's time to celebrate during our 80th anniversary sale at Edmore Chevy GMC.
Thank you, everyone.
Savings across our entire lineup, like new 2026 $12,000 off, or new 2025 Invistas, just $22,499. It's a celebration 80 years in the making at Edmore Chevy Buick GMC in Muscatine. GMC, we are professional grade.
All Seasons Glass and Mirror in Muscatine provides multiple services including window glass, screen repair, mirror, and furniture tile. All Seasons Glass can do it all. All Seasons Glass is there when you need them. For more information, call 263-9044. All Seasons Glass now does shower doors and are a proud supporter of Muscatine Muskie Athletics. Go Muskies! All Seasons Glass, 1517 Gobble Street in Muscatine.
Hey, Muskie fans, this is Connor Kenny, General Manager for KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. Since you're hearing my voice right now, that means your business still has an opportunity to sponsor Muskie Athletics. We love the Muskies, and we know you do too. To have your business support and sponsor Muskie Athletics on KWPC, give me a call at 563-263-2442 or send me an email to connor.kenny@voiceofmuscatine.com. That's Connor with an O-R and Kenny with an E-Y. Thanks for listening to KWPC, and go Muskies!
How well do your children see? You know the difference between an eye screening and a complete eye exam by an optometrist may be the difference between a child prepared to learn and a child with a vision-related problem. The Vision Center optometrists examine children that are unable to read an eye chart. Remember, routine eye exams are most important, knowing that 1 out of 4 kids have a visual disorder. Come to the Vision Center PC, only the finest care.
Vision Center PC is a proud supporter of the Muskies. Go Muskies!
Your home for Muskie Sports is KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. Join the voice of the Muskies, Brian Musell and Jake Musell, all season long for action-packed Muskie basketball. Powered by Becky Insurance. Catch every boys and girls home game on KWPC, 95.1 FM, 860 AM, thevoiceofmuscatine.com, and the free KWPC app. The Muskies play here, only on KWPC, the voice of Muscatine.
This is John Becky. Do you have questions about your Medicare? Get your questions answered from someone you can trust. Call your local Medicare experts with Becky Insurance and Financial Services in Muscatine at 563-263-9700 to get started on finding the right Medicare solution for you. We will help you pick a plan that balances your budget needs with comprehensive benefits. Finding the right Medicare solution for your needs has never been easier. Call Mike Dunlap or myself, John Becky, and get started today.
Muskie fans, while construction is underway in the new Community Healthcare Muscatine Clinic, CHC is still accepting new patients at their current Muscatine medical and dental clinic locations. From chronic disease management to pediatric well visits and dental exams, CHC sees patients of all ages. Virtual telehealth appointments are also available. To schedule a medical, dental, or behavioral health appointment, call the CHC Muscatine Clinics at 563-327-2140. Community Healthcare Muscatine. Every age, every income, everyone. Proud supporter of Muskie Athletics.
KWPC K236CF Muscatine. KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. Muskie basketball is on the air. Now from the Becky Insurance broadcast booth, he is the voice of the Muskies, Brian Mussel and Jake Mussel.
Welcome back to Muskie boys basketball now for the Becky Insurance broadcast booth. Brian Mussel joined by Jake Mussel, and we got a good one tonight. In the nightcap, the girls lost game 1 to Pleasant Valley, and the boys now with a chance to atone that and tie this double dip up tonight. Pleasant Valley comes into tonight 8-7 on the season and 6-6 in the MAC. The Muskies, of course, 13-2, ranked 7th in the state, 10-2 in the MAC, tied with Bettendorf for the lead. These two teams met back on December 19th at Pleasant Valley, and the Muskies prevailed 46-40. And the one thing about Pleasant Valley, when you play them, you're always going to have a game. They don't get blown out, and they just hang around games and hang around games, and they're incredibly well coached by longtime head coach Steve Hellman. The Muskies got their work cut out for them tonight. Good one on tap. We're going to come back and talk about this one and tell you who the leading stat stuffers are and Jake Mussel's keys to this one. You're listening to Muskie Boys Basketball on KWPC.
Your home for Hawkeye Sports is KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. Join the voice of the Hawkeyes, Gary Dolphin and Bobby Hansen, for the high-flying, jam-packed action of Iowa Hawkeyes men's basketball. Catch every game home and away on 95.1 FM, 860 AM, voiceofmuscatine.com, and the free KWPC app. The Hawks play here on KWPC, the voice of Muscatine.
All Seasons Glass and Mirror in Muscatine provides multiple services, including window glass, screen repair, mirrors, and furniture tops. All Seasons Glass can do it all. All Seasons Glass is there when you need them. For more information, call 263-9044. All Seasons Glass now does shower doors and are a proud supporter of Muscatine Muskie Athletics. Go Muskies! All Seasons Glass, 1517 Gobble Street in Muscatine.
This is John Becky. Do you have questions about your Medicare? Get your questions answered from someone you can trust. Call your local Medicare experts with Becky Insurance and Financial Services in Muscatine at 563-263-9700 to get started on finding the right Medicare solution for you. We will help you pick a plan that balances your budget needs with comprehensive benefits. Finding the right Medicare solution for your needs has never been easier. Call Mike Dunlap or myself, John Becky, and get started today.
For 80 years, Ed Moore's has built a legacy, and now it's time to celebrate during our 80th anniversary sale at Ed Moore's Chevy Buick GMC in Muscatine. Get anniversary savings across our entire lineup, like new 2026 Sierras, $12,000 off, or new 2025 Invistas, just $22,499. It's a celebration 80 years in the making at Ed Moore's Chevy Buick GMC in Muscatine. GMC, we are professional grade.
Select models, proof credit discounts from MSRP. Financing terms vary. Plus tax, title, registration, and fees. See dealer for details.
Hey, Muskie fans, this is Connor Kenny, General Manager for KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. Since you're hearing my voice right now, that means your business still has an opportunity to sponsor Muskie Athletics. We love the Muskies, and we know you do too. To have your business support and sponsor Muskie Athletics on KWPC, give me a call at 563-263-2442 or send me an email to connor.kenny@voiceofmuscatine.com. That's Connor with an O-R and Kenny with an E-Y. Thanks for listening to KWPC, and go Muskies!
Your home for Muskie Sports is KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. Join the voice of the Muskies, Brian Mussel and Jake Mussel, all season long for action-packed Muskie basketball, powered by Becky Insurance. Catch every boys and girls home game on KWPC, 95.1 FM, 860 AM, the voiceofmuscatine.com, and the free KWPC app. The Muskies play here, only on KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. Back to Muskie basketball on KWPC.
Welcome back to Muskie basketball from the Becky Insurance broadcast booth high atop the basketball floor here at Muscatine High School. Folks, if you want to watch a good one, we got about 8 to 10 minutes before tip. Get on out here. Plenty of seats available. And you don't have a whole lot of chances to watch the Muskie boys the rest of this season tonight. And, of course, Friday night with Bettendorf. And then you've got next Friday night cake auction, the 13th. And then the following Tuesday, the Muskies host Assumption in their final home game. But get out here. This is the 7th ranked team in the state. They're 13-2, and they lead the MAC 10-2 on the season. And let's go. Let's get out here and support the community, guys. Let's go. Let's get out here. Pleasant Valley on the season. Leading scorers, Kason Neely, a junior, 12 points a game. Gavin Kettman, 10 points a game. And Bryce Langen, 9.5 a game. So PV, 3 players right around double figures on the season. It's important. Muskie's facing some size tonight. Neely, 6'7 junior, and Langen, a 6'6 junior. So they've got some guys up front that are going to be a handful inside. The Muskies, of course, led by their fine senior Talon Becker, 18 points a game. Spencer B at 12, and Ganpu, 10.5. So the Muskies are 3 players in double figures of starting lineup. Leading rebounders on the year for PV. Neely was 7.5 a game. Spencer B a 6.3 for the Muskies. And Jake, going to be a tough physical. PV, even though there's a shot clock, they're going to use all 35 seconds, and they will always get the shot they want.
Yeah, absolutely. With the veteran coach and Coach Steve Hillman, he knows what he's doing with the shot clock as well. But they're going to run it all the way down to 35. They're going to be shooting the basketball with 5 to maybe 10 seconds on the clock and getting their offensive sets. For the Muskies, the keys to the game: play your offense, your style of basketball, because PV doesn't want you to play that way. They want to slow the pace on defense and on offense. So obviously Muskies, the way they go out, play transition basketball, fast break points, try to find it down low here. Obviously with PV, they got some size, 6'7", 6'6", and 6'3", just in the starting lineup. So to match that physicality would be key for the Muskies, but don't play in PV's game. That's just how they want you to do, and if you do that, then it's going to be a long night for our Muskie squad.
No doubt, I agree with that. The Muskies got to get some easy transition baskets, and they get up on them and stretch out lead in the first half to 8 or 10 or so, and make PV play how they don't want to play. You're exactly right. Change the tempo, and if the Muskies can do that, they can go out and play with the lead and stay on top of them. So we're going to take one more timeout. We'll come back with the starting lineups and the tip-off to this one. You're listening to Muskie Boys Basketball on KWPC.
This has been the Sedona Staffing pregame show, connecting Muscatine area businesses with eager job seekers since 1986. Muskie football is next on KWPC, the voice of Muscatine.
How well do your children see? You know the difference between an eye screening and a complete eye exam by an optometrist may be the difference between a child prepared to learn and a child with a vision-related problem. The Vision Center optometrists examine children that are unable to read an eye chart. Remember, routine eye exams are most important, knowing that 1 out of 4 kids have a visual disorder. Come to the Vision Center PC, only the finest care.
Vision Center PC is a proud supporter of the Muskies. Go Muskies!
All Seasons Glass and Mirror in Muscatine provides multiple services, including window glass, screen repair, mirrors, and furniture tops. All Seasons Glass can do it all. All Seasons Glass is there when you need them. For more information, call 263-9044. All Seasons Glass now does shower doors and are a proud supporter of Muscatine Muskie Athletics. Go Muskies! All Seasons Glass, 1517 Gobble Street in Muscatine.
For 80 years, Ed Morse has built a legacy, and now it's time to celebrate during our 80th anniversary sale at Ed Morse Chevy Buick GMC in Muscatine. Get anniversary savings across our entire lineup, like new 2026 Sierras, $12,000 off, or new 2025 Invistas, just $22,499. It's a celebration 80 years in the making at Ed Morse Chevy Buick GMC in Muscatine. GMC, we are professional grade.
Select models, approved credit discounts from MSRP. Financing terms vary. Plus tax, title, registration, and fees. See dealer for details.
This is Mike Dunlap. Do you have questions about Medicare? Get your questions answered from someone you can trust. Call your local Medicare experts at Becky Insurance and Financial Services in Muscatine at 563-263-9700 to get started on finding the right Medicare solution for you. We'll help you pick a plan that balances your budget needs with comprehensive benefits. Finding the right Medicare solution for your needs has never been easier. Call John Becky or me, Mike Dunlap, and get started today.
Muscatine pride runs strong, and MPW is proud to power the Muskies. From lights on the court and stage to the water in your bottle to the internet and TV bringing the action to your home, MPW keeps our community connected. We're more than a utility. We're your hometown team. So cheer loud, Muscatine. Go Muskies. Learn more at mpw.org. Proud supporter of Muskie athletics and activities.
Your home for Hawkeye Sports is KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. Join the voice of the Hawkeyes, Gary Dolphin and Bobby Hansen, for the high-flying, jam-packed action of Iowa Hawkeyes men's basketball. Catch every game home and away on 95.1 FM, 860 AM, voiceofmuscatine.com, and the free KWPC app. The Hawks play here on KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. Muskie Basketball is on the air. Brought to you by Becky Insurance and Financial Services. Proud supporters of Muskie Athletics. Now let's join Brian and Jake Musell for the first half.
Welcome back to Muskie Basketball for the Becky Insurance broadcast booth. It's the Saints Mary Matthias Catholic Church and School first half. Girls lost the first one in this one, 56-27 to PV. They trailed 23-15 at the half. Pleasant Valley took it to them a little bit in the second half there. And tonight we've got the boys taking on Pleasant Valley. Two teams met in December in Pleasant Valley, lost to the Muskies 46-40. And the Muskies looking to make it a clean sweep on the season tonight. Starting lineups for tonight's basketball game for the Pleasant Valley Spartans in the backcourt is 6'2 sophomore Luke Martin. He'll be joined by Jackson Amelia, a 6'1 senior. Up front, it'll be Gavin Ketman, a 6'3 senior, along with Kaysen Neely, a 6'7 junior, and Bryson Langen, a 6'6 senior. So two seniors in the starting lineup, a sophomore, and actually three seniors, a sophomore and a junior from Pleasant Valley. They're coached by Steve Hillman, 8-7 on the year, 6-6 in the MAC. The Muskies backcourt, Talon Becker, a 6'4 senior, will be joined by Rylan Gabor, a 6'2 junior. Spencer B up front, a 6'3 senior. Adrian Ganpu, a 6'4 senior. And Sam Church, a 6'4 junior. So the Muskies tonight are starting three seniors and two juniors. And their head coach is Luke Torelli. The Muskies, of course, 13-2 on the year, ranked 7th in the state of Iowa, Class 4A, and 10-2 in the MAC, and we're excited for this one tonight.
Yeah, and it's exciting to have our big captain, senior Nate LeCarron, back. Obviously missed last week, and Rylan Gabor, as a junior, obviously had valuable minutes in the starting role and getting the opportunity to start again tonight. So hopefully continuing off of the success that he had last Friday. But great to have your big senior 22, Nate LeCarron, back, just to kind of control the offense, slow the pace on how he wants to do it. As well as the defensive end. Usually guarding their best guy out high and making it hard for passing lanes and difficult for shots.
Actually, folks, it's got there's a correction in the starting lineup. Nate is starting tonight. Sam Church is not. So I know Sam took a hard fall at the end of the game the other night, so maybe a little dinged up. He's out here warming up, so I know he sure looks like he's going to play, but he's not in the starting lineup. So correction on the starters. It's LeCarron instead of Church tonight.
Yeah, and when you just look at it based on just right off the roster there and looking at the size of PV with 6'6 and 6'7 and 6'3, without Sam Church being that 6'4 lengthy starter for Muskies, you got to be able to play big, with the size that they have on the floor, and hopefully Sam is obviously good to go and be able to help this Muskie squad try to get the 11th win in the MAC.
And PV's always big, Jake. I know when you played, I know your junior year they were 6'6", 6'7", 6'7" in the front line, and I think their guards were over 6 foot, so they've always been tall and physical, and which really plays into their style of play.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember they had Will Carrieson, 6'4", obviously playing professional ball, going Euro, and you got that Will Zarnecki and
Carter Milam.
Carter Milam over 6'5", 6'7".
Yeah.
So PV's always had size, and they've always known how to use it, and they're not just bodies. They got feet, they can move it, they can play well. Like I said, Coach Hillman has had a great program, I've been out of it for 9 years, and he's still doing it and had great success ever since. So this PV squad, no matter what their record is, going right at 500 or close to 500, don't take that team for lightly because, they're ready to play each night, every night.
PV's starters and now the Muskies, Talon Becker coming out. Give a shout out to Justin Miller, giving you all the video action tonight on MPW Channel 5. Adrian Ganpu, fine senior. And now Spencer Bia.
A lot of seats out here. You got your seventh team in the state here with the Mustang Muskies. Like to see you guys out. If you can't be out, obviously appreciate you guys listening to us, but great crowd. Need a lot more.
Pack the house Friday night, folks. That's the MAC. It could be the championship battle against Bettendorf. And the national anthem was played before the girls' game, so we're going to jump right into basketball here, and we're excited. Always a great night for basketball, especially when we had a nice warm day today, huh?
Give you some history. When's the last time the Muskies went back-to-back MAC titles?
I don't know. That's a great question.
I've never known that they have, so it would be an exciting time to do it.
Yep.
They may have, but
this is great. I know we had 3 consecutive years, the Joe years, of 15, 16, and 15 wins. And now this team won 18 a year ago, I believe, and now on their verge to get there again. This has been a nice 2-year run. Bia to the rim. Good, and the Muskies take the early lead. 2-zip.
Started off early. Spencer Bia finding what he does best. Go to the left side of the lane, and get a nice easy 2 for the Muskies.
There's Neely, little deep 3. Shot no good. Tapped around by Lang, and the Muskies clear. LeCairn in the front court for Bia. Spencer to the rim. Shot good. Bia used his body and went hard at Neely. And it's 4-zip, and already Steve Hellman says, give me a timeout.
Yeah, and he's not liking that, obviously. That's probably something they already started talking before this game was don't let Spencer Bia go to his left and be able to attack easy. And so far he was able to do that, and two quick buckets for him. 4-zip Muskies. Great start.
I guarantee you he did not like the early 22-foot 3. He likes to move the basketball around a little bit. And then they didn't get back on defense, and Bia made him pay. Spencer Bia with 2 big baskets early. And Spencer Bia plays bigger than his height of 6'3", because he uses his body so well. He plays like he's 6'6".
Both him and Gampu do.
Yes, they do. Martin swings it over in the backcourt. Amelia has it. Now it's back over to Kepman. He drives in. Now to Martin. They swing it to Neely, their leading scorer. Now they go corner for Getman. Getman stolen away by Ganpu. Here come the Muskies in the front court. Adrian over to Gabor in the corner to LeCarron. He steps into a 3. No good. And the rebound cleared by Martin.
Yeah, great look by Nate. No one came out on him. He was able to find his shot, just didn't fall.
Amelia over to Martin. Martin to Neely. And they play catch on the perimeter. Bounce pass out high for Langen. Langen now back to Martin. Martin works off the screen. Now to Neely. Neely swings it over to Langen. And now it's Kepman. Sorry about that. Neely for 3. Shot good. And that's what Hillman wants. Work the perimeter and find your wide open shot. And he got it that time. And it's 4-3 Muskies.
And we talked about it pregame. They're going to use all 35 seconds in the shot clock, and they didn't shoot that one until 4 left.
There's LeCarron. Works on a Ganpu screen. Over to Gabor. And now it's Bia. Spencer looks at a 3. Now he puts it on the deck. And they swing it to Talon Becker. And there's going to be an offensive foul on Ganpu on the screen. Tried to do a little slip screen and made enough contact that the official blew the whistle.
Yeah, Ganpu just kind of got him on the hip, and PV was able to run off of his hip and didn't look like he was set.
Kepman brings it up the floor for the Spartans. 4-3 Muskies just underway. Out high for Langen. Langen picks it up, and now back to Kepman. Deep three, right wing, back iron, no good. Rebound strong by Spencer Bia. And here come the Muskies. Bia cross court for Gabor. Ryland goes baseline. Back to Bia. Bia spin move into paint to Ganpu. Adrian to the rack. Shot no, and a foul on Langen. That'll be his first, and the first on the Spartans.
It's really fun to watch these two go to work, especially with their size. I mean, again, you would think when you watch them play that they're 6'8", 6'9", 6'10", going up against this PV squad who's already a little bit 3 inches taller than them. They're going right to their chest and committing fouls and definitely not afraid to take it. That's why you love watching these two, Spencer B and Adrian Gampu, kind of have a two-man game all year going on with the high-low action, and it's been awesome to watch all year.
Ganpu, 62% of the year, knocks down the first. And I agree, it's fun to watch the way these two play. Two lefties, two. Ganpu knocks them both down. And the Muskies are up 6-3. In the front court, Kepman. Kepman has it in the corner, puts it on the deck. LeKiernan on him. Some substitutes in now. Jackson Croc-Sibbing is in, and now it's Neely out high. Back to Martin. Martin drives into paint, spins to the rim, shot up and in.
Yeah, that's a good take right there by Martin. Was able to spin move for a nice easy two.
Becker has it on the right wing, over to Ganpu, now to LeKiernan. LeKiernan picks his dribble up, back to Bia, now to Ganpu. Adrian to the rim, lays it up and in.
Just too easy. You got to stop his left hand, and if you're not, he's going to take it and use advantage to it, and exactly what he did.
7-5 Muskies, 4.5 to play in the first. Ganpu with 3, Bia with 4. Now they pass it in the corner for Harper, who's in the game. Now Neely has it. Kason Neely, a 6'7 junior, good-looking player. Kepman now over to Harper. He's got length, 6'4". Back to Neely. Neely in on Ganpu, steps back. Shot clock at 2. They got to force it now. Deep 3, no good by Croc-Sibbing, and it's cleared by the Muskies. That time they used too much. LeKiernan for 3, short, no good. Rebound, Neely.
2 good looks by Nate, just haven't been able to fall.
There's Martin down the floor. Swings it out. Kepman for 3, right wing, rattles around and in.
Yeah, PV not doing what they used to usually done and was able to pull that transition basket.
Their first lead of the night at 8-7. There's LeKiernan. Swings it over for Bia baseline. Back to Nate. Out high out front for Ganpu now. Over to Talon Becker. Becker has it. Back over to Bia. Now in the corner for Gabor. Ryland drives the lane. Runner. Shot up. No good. Gets his own rebound. Back up. No good. Rebound Neely. Here come the Spartans. Ketman in the front court. Over to Harper. And now it's to Ketman again. Ketman backs down on LeKiernan. Swings it over for Martin. Martin drives the lane. Runner good. Nice drive by Luke Martin, the 6'2 sophomore.
Yeah, closed out a little bit too hard, and he was able to find the middle of the lane with a nice floater as Bia missed a 2.
10-7 now. PV by 3. There's a 3 ball. Right wing banks it in. Didn't call the bank, but nonetheless, Croc-Sibbing, the 6-foot senior, knocks it down, and PV all of a sudden has jumped on the Muskies, 13-7. There's Spencer Bia driving to the rim, lays it up and in, and a foul. And I believe it's on Neely. Actually, it's going to go on Devin Harper.
Yeah, and you can see early what Coach Hellman's deciding to do is they're guarding Becker out high on the three-point line. If and he's kind of sitting in the corner and really not creating his own shot here. They really don't want their senior Talon Becker to score, and they're doing whatever they can to have Bia and Gampu maybe take care of it themselves. But like to see number 2 get going here.
There's a free throw, no good by Bia. Spencer has 6 of the 9 Muskie points. 13-9 PV. 2:05 left in the first. Martin spins over to Kepman, and now it's over to Krog-Sibbing, who just knocked down that 3. Harper has it. Back over to Martin. Langen back in the game, top of the key, working on Gonpu. He spins into the paint. Fall away shot, no good. Good defense by Adrian. And there's a save by Harper, and he throws it off Becker and out of bounds, and PV retains possession.
And that was just great hustle by the senior Devin Harper, was able to throw it off Becker's knee there.
Sibbing gets it into Kepman, and now it's back to Sibbing. He picks his dribble up, and now Kepman has it, and they'll reset the offense. Round the corner, horn they go as Harper has it. Back to Krog-Sibbing, and now Kepman. Out high for Langen. He turns away a 3. Shot clock down to 10. Martin has it. He drives it on Becker. Shot up, no. Good-looking sophomore, though, this Martin. And now Sam Church is checked into the game for the Muskies. Sam has it out high. Over to LeKiernan. Over to Church, and now they swing it around. Becker's first shot of the game, no. And a rebound by Kepman, and here come the Spartans. 1 minute to play in the first. PV by 4, a nice drive to the rim by Gavin Kepman, and it's 15-9 PV.
That's a good stutter dribble by Kepman there. Was able to change pace and get wide open for a layup.
Canton Welsh in the lineup for the Muskies as well. There's a give and go to Church. Church to the rim, no good. And PV could play almost for the last shot here. 3-second differential. Game clock at 31.
If you know anything about Coach Hillman, that's what he wants to do, too.
There's Martin. He picks it up, absolutely. Langen has it. Shot clock at 19. Game clock at 21. Kepman now as they pull it out. It's exactly, they want to lull you to sleep, but it's effective basketball. Langen has it. Swings it over Kepman. He goes baseline with a runner. Good. With 5 seconds. Becker now in the front court for the Muskies. Deep 3 at the buzzer. No good. We've played 1. It's PV 17 and the Muskies 9. We're stepping away. This is Muskie boys basketball on KWPC.
This is John Becky. Have health insurance questions? You can get advice at no additional cost from a well-marked Blue Cross and Blue Shield authorized independent agent. Call Becky Insurance and Financial Services in Muscatine at 563-263-9700 to find a well-marked health insurance plan that's right for you and your family. Getting quality health insurance doesn't have to be complicated. Call me, John Becky, your local health insurance expert today.
John Becky and Mike Dunlap are local authorized independent agents for Walmart Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Iowa.
Your home for Hawkeye Sports is KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. Join the voice of the Hawkeyes, Gary Dolphin and Bobby Hansen, for the high-flying, jam-packed action of Iowa Hawkeyes men's basketball. Catch every game home and away on 95.1 FM, 860 AM, voiceofmuscatine.com, and the free KWPC app. The Hawks play here on KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. This is Muskie Basketball on KWPC.
Welcome back to Muskie Basketball from the Becky Insurance broadcast booth at the St. Mary's and Matthias Catholic Church and School. First half, 1 quarter in the books in Pleasant Valley. On top of your 7th-ranked Muskies, 17-9. The Muskies got out to a 7-2 lead. PV took over from there and went on a big run, and they lead the Muskies 17-9 after 1. Jackson Amelia back in the game. One of the starters drives it on Gabor. Now they swing it over. There's Carson Sibbing for 3. No good. The rebound, Sam Church.
Good defense for the Muskies, able to rush PV on that shot.
Norton into the lineup for the Muskies now. Thomas Norton's first action of the night. He gets it, swings it to Gabor. Ryland picks his dribble up. Norton has it now. He drives in the paint. There's going to be a foul on Langen. So Norton puts it on the deck, forcing Langen to move his feet and draws a foul.
Yeah, good take by Norton.
And that's a big one. That's his second, Jake.
Yeah, that brings that 6'6" center off the floor, so that does help.
And now Neely checks back in, the 6'7 junior. So Church has it. Muskie's swinging around. Gabor's going to take a three. No good. Rebound. Tapped and cleared by Norton. There's Church for three. Airball no good. Rebound on the floor. Picked up by Norton, and it's rejected from behind by Harper. But, boy, Tom Norton bringing the energy the Muskies need and keeping, loose balls alive. He's a scrapper.
Yeah, and that's what his job. He knows his role early in this game and what he's done all year for this Muskie squad. So good, valuable minutes so far in this second quarter by Tom Norton.
There's Becker on the inbounds. Talon backs him down over to Norton. Now Gabor, he'll take a three, right wing. No good. Rebound. Church! And the Muskies are taking it to him. Sam Church with a good putback. And the Muskies needed that.
And with the 6'6" Langen now with that foul by having Norton cause that obviously helps, and Church was able to get another second opportunity for his Muskie squad to capitalize.
17-11, PV by 6. Neely out high, Norton guarding him. Bounces it over to Muskies. There's a three ball. Oh, Carson Sibbing. Croc Sibbing, sorry about that. 6-foot junior or senior knocks down his second three. He has 6, and it's 20-11.
And right now, the Muskies are just playing in PV's game. This is exactly what PV wants to do.
And now Amelia with a steal. Drives it on Gabor. Bounces it out for Martin. Martin, the sophomore, to the rim, and a foul. It's either going to be on Walsh or Church. And it's going to be on Canton Welsh. That'll be his first. First on the Muskies here. So the free throws now. Luke Martin goes to the stripe, just 54% on the season from the line.
Yeah, and just basing on the start of this game, Muskies with only 11 points, it's exactly what PV wants them to do. If you look at their past scores for Team Muskies, when we win, we win big. We put up 70 to 80 to 60 points. When they win, they put up 40 to 50, and they want you to and they make stops and slow the game down. And right now, Muskies are playing in just PV's zone right now. So like to see Muskies get the ball out of the basket, go transition basketball, and really change his pace.
21-11 as Martin makes 1 of 2. He has 5 points now. Croc Sibbing leads PV with 6. There's Norton over to Gabor. 5:55 left in the first half. Church over to Norton, steps into a three. Good! Thomas Norton used glass, but we'll take it. And it's 21-14, a big shot for the Muskies.
Yeah, that helps just bring a little bit of life for your Muskie squad here. So let's try to get a stop here and do it again.
There's Craig Sibbing, and the ball slapped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Spartans. Good hands by Gage Curtis, who's checked in the game. So the Muskies have Curtis, Bia, Gabor, Norton, and Church. Kepman, Craig Sibbing, Langen, Neely, and Amelia for the Spartans. Langen has it out high. He's got 2 fouls. Muskies might want to attack him on the other end of the floor. There's a pass into Langen, though. The big fella gets it. A nice feed from Kepman, and it's 23-14.
Yeah, he was just able to pin his man down low. Backs out of the basket. Curtis says he misses a 3.
No good by Curtis, and slapped out of bounds. And this one, the referee changed his mind and is giving it to PV. Initially pointed to the Muskies, and now it's PV's ball.
Student section wanted the ref to maybe get a second chance out of it.
Good student section tonight, dressed in black, so it must be a blackout night here for the Muskie students. Kepman bounced pass to Langen. Langen out high, swings it to Neely, and now they swing it around. And there's a 3 again by Craig Sibbing, no good. He's their shooter. Down the floor, Bia to the rim, and they're going to call a blocking foul on Craig Sibbing as Spencer Bia going hard to the lane, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
And if you're for the Muskies, you like that. You're getting the ball out of the basket and you're going. You don't want PV to get set in their defense. They know their keys, they know their assignments, they know where to be on defense as well as offense. Go ahead and push the basketball and try to put points up on the board, as many as you can on this team.
LeKiernan checks in for Gabor. And they're going to call it on the floor, so no free throws for Spencer Bia. 4:42 left in the first half. Langen now checks out, and Devin Harper, 6'4" senior, checks in for him. And now it's Ganpu to Bia. Bia, top of the key, holds it over to Curtis. Gage bounces it inside. Ganpu back to Bia. Bia to the rim. Good! Spencer Bia. He's up to 8, and the Muskies have cut the lead to 7.
It's been a two-man game so far this first half with those two, keeping the Muskie team alive.
Neely backs in on Ganpu, picks his dribble up. Back to Croc Sibbing with a runner, no good. Wild shot and a rebound. Church. Here come the Muskies. LeKiernan to Curtis. Back to LeKiernan. Swings it over to Church. Sam goes baseline. Shot it away. Good. Sam Church.
Yeah, great take by Church. Neely wanted to try to take a charge, kind of fell too soon, and Church didn't even touch him. Nice wide open shot by Sam Church.
Church with 4 points off the bench. There's a drive, shot on the way, no good by Martin, and it's cleared by Nate LeKiernan. Muskies pushing tempo. Curtis goes baseline, runner on the way, no good. The rebound by Harper.
Right, that's a good take for the Muskies. That's where you want to be, is keep the tempo going here. This is what PV wants to do, is slow the ball up as they do right here, as Coach Hillman calls something out of their set and probably wind this clock down.
There's a backdoor cut. Martin shot no, and a foul on Church, and Luke Martin will go to the stripe to shoot 2. And you're right, he ran a set, a 2-1-2 set that was very effective. He just threw it to the high post, and a backdoor cut to Martin, and Church commits a foul. 3:17 to play in the first half, 23-18.
That's just great coaching. They knew the Muskies kind of had some momentum with a couple baskets, transition baskets. So what does he do? He tries to slow the game back down to kind of get them out of the momentum, and now getting free throws for his PV squad. So great coaching all around so far by Hillman.
Luke Martin, 6 on the night, second free throw on the way, good. Knocks down a pair. He has 7. And PV goes back on top by 7 at 25-18. Their biggest lead of the night's been 10 at 21-11. Muskie's biggest lead was 7-2 in the first. There's Curtis. And now it's back over to Bia baseline. Spencer backs down, back to Nate LeKiernan out high. They swing it to Curtis. Now Ganpu left wing. Back to Curtis. Now Becker, shot clock at 7. Talon puts it on the deck. Elbow turnaround, good! Talon Becker's on the board. Big shot for Becker, his first. And it's 25-20 PV.
Yeah, that's a good move by Becker, but so far that Luke Martin, has been really taking it to him. And good start for Becker here. Hopefully we can get him going.
Harper with a crossover to the rim. Shot no good. Rebound on the floor. Bia clears it. Spencer down the floor to Ganpu. Shot it away, no, and a foul. And this one's going to go on Ketman. And that'll be his first.
Good take by the Muskies. Muskies doing what they want to do here in the second quarter, kind of speeding up tempo, speeding up this game. And PV doesn't want to play that way, like we've said multiple times.
Ganpu 62% from the stripe, and a free throw no good. Spencer Bia leads the Muskies with 8. Ketman and Martin each with 7 for PV. Second free throw by Adrian is good. 25-21. Let's see if the Muskies can't get this game level by halftime.
Yeah, and then PV just brings in Bryce Langland with those 2 fouls. See if Bia or Ganpu recognizes that and maybe try to commit him, get another third foul here going into this half.
Neely has it high-low game to Langen. Shot on the way, no good. And they're going to call a foul, I believe, on Ganpu.
I believe it's on Becker
It's
on the
actually
arm.
on Becker.
Yeah, just kind of got him on the arm there. Langley had a good post up and kind of had Ganpu pinned up, and they were able to throw it over top of him and got a foul.
Langen, 65% of the season. Just 2 points on the night. And he averages 9 on the season. Second free throw good. 26-21, PV by 5. Just under 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Ganpu has it. Now it's Bia over to LeKiernan. Back to Nate. Out high for Becker. Becker bait free throw jumper. Good. Becker with back-to-back hoops. He has 4, and the Muskies have cut it to 3.
And needs to get your senior captain, Talon Becker, get going here. He's got the high hand you as of late. Like to see him get going.
Martin and Neely play catch. Now Martin has it over to Kepman. They swing it around to Harper. Harper bounces it into Neely baseline. Neely swings it over to Harper. He drives into the lane. Shot good. Nice drive by Devin Harper, his first basket. And the lead's back to 5. 1 minute to play in the half. 28-23 PV. Becker left wing. Baseline now to Spencer Bia. Cross court for Church and back to Becker. Becker, 3-ball right wing. No good rebound. Spencer Bia with those quick hops. Spencer Bia, there's a foul on Langen, and that's 3. That's just what we wanted, Jake. They took it hard at him, and he commits his 3rd.
Yeah, Bia recognized it, saw that he came back in. No, he has 2 fouls. That's great IQ basketball by Spencer Bia. Your senior guard there was able to commit another foul and take him off the court.
Amelia has checked into the game for the Spartans. Bia has it out high. Muskies trail by 5. LeKiernan down the lane. Runner. Good. Nate LeKiernan. He's on the board. His first basket. And it's 28-25.
Yeah, good take by Nate. No one stopped him. Was able to go all the way to the rim. Nice little floater.
Kepman walks it up and now to Harper as they're going to play catch and milk this clock and try to get a shot inside of 5 on the shot clock. Kepman has it now. Game clock at 20. LeKiernan coming out on him. Now Kepman behind the back dribble. Works with a Neely screen. Back to Neely. Deep 3. Shot, no good rebound. Bia. Muskie's got time. Clock at 6. Over to LeKiernan. He turns down a 3. Now Becker's going to take a 3. No good at the buzzer. We played a half. It's Pleasant Valley 28 and the Muscatine Muskies 25. We'll be back with the CBI Bank and Trust halftime show. You're listening to Muskie Basketball on KWPC.
CBI Bank and Trust is proud to support the Muscatine Muskies all season long, on the court and in our community. Whether it's saving for college, buying your first home, or planning for the future, CBI Bank and Trust is here to cheer you on every step of the way. Visit us anytime at cbibt.com to learn more. CBI Bank and Trust, local roots, strong values, and always in your corner. Aim high, bank strong, and go Muskies. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is Mike Dunlap. If you have health insurance questions, you can get expert advice at no additional cost from a well-marked Blue Cross and Blue Shield authorized independent agent. Call Becky Insurance and Financial Services in Muscatine at 563-263-9700 to find a well-marked health insurance plan that's right for you and your family. Getting quality health insurance doesn't have to be complicated. Call me, Mike Dunlap, or John Becky, your local health insurance experts today.
John Becky and Mike Dunlap are local authorized independent agents for Walmart Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Iowa.
For 80 years, Ed Morse has built a legacy, and now it's time to celebrate during our 80th anniversary sale at Ed Morse Chevy Buick GMC in Muscatine. Get anniversary savings across our entire lineup, like new 2026 Sierras, $12,000 off, or new 2025 Invistas, just $22,499. It's a celebration 80 years in the making at Ed Morse Chevy Buick GMC in Muscatine. GMC, we are professional grade.
Select models, approved credit discounts from MSRP. Financing terms vary, plus tax, title, registration, and fees. See dealer for details.
Your home for Hawkeye Sports is KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. Join the voice of the Hawkeyes, Gary Dolphin and Bobby Hansen, for the high-flying, jam-packed action of Iowa Hawkeyes men's basketball. Catch every game home and away on 95.1 FM, 860 AM, voiceofmuscatine.com, and the free KWPC app. The Hawks play here on KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. The Muskies are on KWPC. This is the CBI Bank and Trust Halftime Show. Here's Brian and Jake Musell.
Welcome back to Muskie Basketball. This is the CBI Bank and Trust Halftime Show for the Becky Insurance broadcast booth. Brian and Jake Musell, and a good one. We knew it'd be a good one. PV 500 team on the year. The Muskies lead the MAC at 10-2 and 13-2 overall. And but Pleasant Valley's always going to hang around, and they proved that in the first half. Muskies got off to a 4-zip lead to start this one, but then Pleasant Valley went on a run and led at the end of one, 17-9. Totally controlled the tempo from about the 5-minute mark on in the first quarter. In the second quarter, PV built their biggest lead to 10 at 21-11. But the Muskies closed out the second quarter on a 14-7 run and cut this thing down to 3 at 28-25. Leading scorers in the first half for the Spartans, Luke Martin and Gavin Kettman, each with 7, and Jackson Croc-Sibbing with 6 off the bench. The Muskies led in scoring by their seniors, Spencer Bia, 3 guys with 4 points. That's Talon Becker, Adrian Gonpu, and Sam Church. We're at the half. It's PV 28 and the Muskies 25. We're going to step away with another timeout. You're listening to the CBI Bank and Trust Halftime Show on KWPC.
CBI Bank and Trust is proud to support the Muscatine Muskies all season long, on the court and in our community. Whether it's saving for college, buying your first home, or planning for the future, CBI Bank and Trust is here to cheer you on every step of the way. Visit us anytime at cbibt.com to learn more. CBI Bank and Trust, local roots, strong values, and always in your corner. Aim high, bank strong, and go Muskies. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Your home for Hawkeye Sports is KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. Join the voice of the Hawkeyes, Gary Dolphin and Bobby Hansen, for the high-flying, jam-packed action of Iowa Hawkeyes men's basketball. Catch every game home and away on 95.1 FM, 860 AM, voiceofmuscatine.com, and the free KWPC app. The Hawks play here on KWPC, the voice of Muscatine.
Muscatine pride runs strong, and MPW is proud to power the Muskies. From lights on the court and stage to the water in your bottle to the internet and TV bringing the action to your home, MPW keeps our community connected. We're more than a utility. We're your hometown team. So cheer loud, Muscatine. Go Muskies. Learn more at mpw.org. Proud supporter of Muskie athletics and activities.
Hey, Muskie fans, this is Connor Kenny, General Manager for KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. Since you're hearing my voice right now, that means your business still has an opportunity to sponsor Muskie Athletics. We love the Muskies, and we know you do too. To have your business support and sponsor Muskie Athletics on KWPC, give me a call at 563-263-2442 or send me an email to connor.kenny@voiceofmuscatine.com. That's Connor with an O-R and Kenny with an E-Y. Thanks for listening to KWPC, and go Muskies!
Back to Muskie basketball on KWPC.
Welcome back to Muskie basketball. This is the CBI Bank and Trust halftime show from the Becky Insurance broadcast booth. Brian and Jake Musell. Jake, the Spartans lead the Muskies 28-25 at the half. What's Coach Torelli telling the kids in the locker room?
Yeah, it's just so far they're right now. PV's just playing in their own game, and Muskies haven't been playing their game. Obviously, let's get stops like always. But once that ball gets out of the rim, we got to take off and go. Go find that next person. Don't dribble it up. Go pass it up. Hopefully, we can get Sam Church helping off the bench, coming with 4 points. That's obviously a big thing. Hopefully, we can get him going in the second half. That would be huge. We got a high load action here with Spencer Bia and Gonpu. That's been very good as well. Like to see them keep going with Langland having 3 fouls early to start this second half. Maybe try to go after him and make him commit that 4th foul. As for the Muskies, just keep doing what you're doing. Obviously down 3, not the way you wanted to be in this first half, but just like the first quarter, you started off hot. We got to do the same thing in the third quarter, and then obviously keep that lead. So,
no doubt about it. These two teams played just a 6-point game at PV earlier in the year as the Muskies defeated the Spartans 46-40. Should have a great second half on tap. 28-25 Spartans You've been listening to the CBI Bank and Trust halftime show, Muskie Basketball on KWPC.
You've been listening to the CBI Bank and Trust halftime show. The second half is right around the corner on KWPC.
CBI Bank and Trust is proud to support the Muscatine Muskies all season long, on the court and in our community. Whether it's saving for college, buying your first home, or planning for the future, CBI Bank and Trust is here to cheer you on every step of the way. Visit us anytime at cbibt.com to learn more. CBI Bank and Trust, local roots, strong values, and always in your corner. Aim high, bank strong, and go Muskies. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is John Becky. Do you have questions about your Medicare? Get your questions answered from someone you can trust. Call your local Medicare experts with Becky Insurance and Financial Services in Muscatine at 563-263-9700 to get started on finding the right Medicare solution for you. We will help you pick a plan that balances your budget needs with comprehensive benefits. Finding the right Medicare solution for your needs has never been easier. Call Mike Dunlap or myself, John Becky, and get started today.
Muskie fans, while construction is underway on the new Community Healthcare Muscatine Clinic, CHC is still accepting new patients at their current Muscatine medical and dental clinic locations. From chronic disease management to pediatric well visits and dental exams, CHC sees patients of all ages. Virtual telehealth appointments are also available. To schedule a medical, dental, or behavioral health appointment, call the CHC Muscatine Clinics at 563-327-2140. Community Healthcare Muscatine. Every age, every income, everyone. Proud supporter of Muskie Athletics.
Your home for Hawkeye Sports is KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. Join the voice of the Hawkeyes, Gary Dolphin and Bobby Hansen, for the high-flying, jam-packed action of Iowa Hawkeyes men's basketball. Catch every game home and away on 95.1 FM, 860 AM, voiceofmuscatine.com, and the free KWPC app. The Hawks play here on KWPC, the voice of Muscatine.
CBI Bank and Trust is proud to support the Muscatine Muskies all season long, on the court and in our community. Whether it's saving for college, buying your first home, or planning for the future, CBI Bank and Trust is here to cheer you on every step of the way. Visit us anytime at cbibt.com to learn more. CBI Bank and Trust, local roots, strong values, and always in your corner. Aim high, bank strong, and go Muskies. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is Muskie Basketball on KWPC.
Welcome back to Muskie Basketball from the Becky Insurance broadcast booth. Thank you, CBI Bank and Trust, for sponsoring our halftime show. We got a great second half coming up on tap tonight, folks. The Muskies trail the Spartans 28-25 at the half. Sam Church, Nate LeCarron, Spencer Bia, Adrian Gampu, and Talon Becker walk out on the floor. Church didn't start this one. Dinged up his shoulder a little bit Friday night, but he's back out there. He had a very active second quarter with 4 points. Langen, Neely, Ketman, O'Melia, and Martin, their starters start. Langen with those 3 fouls, Jake. Let's see what happens with him.
Yeah, Muskies start this quarter. Need to put pressure on, get points up on the board. That way PV has to play from behind. They don't want to do that in the fourth quarter.
LeCarron over to B as we start half number 2. Trying to get Becker off a screen for a shot. He hits a 17-footer. Back iron, no good. Good look, but he couldn't convert. And here come the Spartans. Ketman walks it up the floor for PV. Over to Langen. Now they feed it over Amelia. He gets it to Neely down low. Turnaround, no good air ball. Good defense by Bia. And here come the Muskies. There's Spencer Bia. Backs down Ketman to the rim. No good. The ball slapped out of bounds. It'll go to the Spartans off Spencer Bia.
Yeah, right idea for Spencer Bia. Just couldn't fall. He kind of left that ball a little short rimmed. If he had got it high off the glass, he gave himself a chance and just didn't fall.
There's Neely. Ketman now. Out high for Langen. Langen picks his dribble up. Back to Ketman. Guarded by LeCarron. The Muskies turning up the pressure here. There's Langen backing down on Gonpu. Shot up, no good. Rebound. Neely shot up, no. And tapped out of there, and here comes Gonpu. Muskies on the run out. LeKiernan to the rim, no good. Slapped around, picked up by Gonpu. Adrian to the rim, no good. Rebound. Gonpu again, no. Bia fights for it off PV, and that's Gonpu and Bia just being stronger than everybody.
Yeah, just out hustling this PV squad, but those two. Giving your Muskie squad a couple opportunities to make something happen.
6:40 to play, no score. Scoring yet in the third. There's Bia backing in on Neely. Spins, kicks it back out to Becker. And the Muskies reverse it to LeKiernan with the runner. Nate shot, no. Tapped around and cleared by PV. Muskies getting good looks. Can't get them to drop.
Yeah, those 3 good looks for the Muskies, just were not able to fall.
Kepman right wing. They're looking inside the Langen. Trying to establish a post game here. Spins, but good defense. Spencer Bia doesn't have that size, but boy, he's got guile. And he slapped it away off Langen and out of bounds.
He's got a lot of energy and a lot of heart with him and Gonpu. Been playing very hard on those two.
6:08 to play in the third, 28-25 PV. Spencer B out high. Over to LeKiernan. LeKiernan right wing. Over to Bia. I'd like to see Spencer on the dribble take it out. Langen get his fourth. There's Becker from 17. Good. Talon Becker.
Yeah, that was automatic just a week ago with Becker. So like to see the big senior get going this half and hopefully pull away for the Muskie squad here.
Becker now is 6. Martin to Amelia. Muskies have cut it to 1. This was a 10-point lead early in the second. There's a shot, no good by Langen. Bia down the floor for the Muskies. In on Langen, shot up, no. Rebound Bia. Up again on Langen, shot no good. Rebound Bia, good. He's built his rebounding stats. Spencer Bia once, twice, 3 and in. And it's 29-28.
And Lakin doesn't want to foul, so Spencer's hadn't missed a couple, but he does not want to foul, so Lakin straight up. Becker gets a rebound.
Early in the shot clock there. No, there's Gonpu to the rim. Good. And the Muskies go up 31-28. Timeout, Pleasant Valley. The Muskies on a 6-0 run to open the third. And the fans are into it now, folks.
Yeah, great start by the Muskies and Luke Torelli's Muskie squad here. They're, again, putting pressure on this PV squad. They don't want to play like this. They want to be able to get set up in their defense, set up in their offense, and run their plays. You don't want to do that with PV squad. Get the ball out of the rim, get it going, and that's what they have been doing with Gonpu and Bia. Langen with having 3 fouls early. Bia's recognizing it, taking it right to him, and either going to commit a foul or he's playing straight up, so it should be easy twos.
Pushing tempo and attacking the rim. The formula, and you talked about it, the first half and to start the second half. Muskies got to play their style, and they are. 31-28, Pleasant Valley now. Down 3, the Muskies taking it to them, and it's PV ball. And Bia up to 10 points on the night for the Muskies. Kepman to Neely. Neely almost stolen away, and it is. LeKiernan slaps it away. Gonpu down the floor, and Kepman shot up, no good. The rebound, Kepman. Good defense by the Spartans in transition. Now it's Amelia to Harper, who's checked in, over to Martin. Pump fake to the rim, shot up and in. Luke Martin, the sophomore, with a nice drive. He has 9. And it's 31-30 Muskies.
And normally Sam Church would usually contest that, but you can tell his left arm, wearing a sleeve on that left arm, something's bothering him, kind of playing with 1.5 arms out here.
There's Becker over to Church. Sam in the paint, runs to the rim, no good, and a rebound cleared by Harper. Good look for Church. And here comes PV.
Good look, just left it short, just a little short here.
Kepman to Harper, and around the horn they go. Amelia has it in the right wing, back to Kepman. He brings it back out high, no hurry for PV. Harper has it left wing, now to Neely, top of the key. Back to Kepman, stutter step in the paint, 15-footer, No good, and a rebound slapped and cleared by Church. Church to Bia. Spencer to the rim. Good, and a foul. And this is going to go on Gavin Ketman. Bia used his body. He forces the contact. He goes into you, clears, and then goes to the rim. He's got great body control, and Bia's up to 12.
Yeah, the refs usually let that first initial contact, when Bia goes right at their chest, they usually let that first initial contact hang, but, when your defender comes right back at you the second time, that's when they're calling that foul. Great take by Spencer Bia.
66% on the year from the stripe, and Bia knocks it down. Spencer now with 13 to lead all scores, and the Muskies go up 34-30, their biggest lead of the night. Neely actually matches her biggest lead of 4. Now there's Croc Sibbing is checked, and he had 2 threes in the first half. PV playing catch in the perimeter. 34-30, Muskies by 4. There's a drive to the basket by Kepman, no, and a foul, and I believe it's going to go on Canton Walsh.
Yeah, and Kepman just did exactly what Spencer Bia did on the other lane. He was able to take it all the way and commit a foul.
Kepman, 76% on the season from the stripe. It's a second foul on Walsh. Free throw by Kepman on the way is good. Langen checks over those 3 fouls, giving Neely a breather. So the Muskies have Gabor, Welsh, Bia, Becker, and Gonpu. Croc Sibbing, Martin, Ketman, Langen, and Harper for the Spartans. Free throw no good, the second one by Ketman. 34-31, Muskies by 3. In the front court, Gabor over to Walsh, bounces it for Gonpu. Now to Bia. Spencer stutter step, spin move to the rim, good! Spencer Bia's got it on automatic.
Yeah, he's taking it all. And every single shot, his opportunity has been going to the left hand. This one was just a one dribble right hand spin move back to his left, his dominant hand for a nice easy 2.
Muskies up by 5 now, 2:20 to play in the third. Martin has it. He spins in on Becker, shot up, no good, rebound Talon, and here come the Muskies. They push tempo, Gabor in the front court, cross court, Walsh turns down a 3 to the rim, shot no, and a travel on Canton Walsh.
Yeah, and I know if he would have had that back, he would like to shoot that. He was wide open in the 3 corner at the corner here. That's his specialty. That's why he's in there. He's a very good shooter. I know if he wanted it back, he would shoot that ball.
There's Croc Sibbing with an air ball 3, but because of that, Harper with an easy putback, 36-33 now. Muskies by 3.
Yeah, Harper was able to see it underneath the basket. It was an air ball. Easy rebound for him for a nice easy 2 for him.
And now we've got a foul. Offensive foul on the Muskies.
Yeah, Gabor feet wasn't set there on his screen, and PV was able to rub off his shoulder and got him on the hip and called an offensive foul.
First foul on Gabor, second on the Muskies here in the third. So Kepman walks it up. Muskies lead by 3. Langen out high. Now they get it to Martin, back to Langen, and now to Kepman. Kepman, stutter step dribble to Harper. He steps into it. Thought he traveled, but he knocked down a 3. And now we're tied at 36. Didn't it look like a jump stop, Jake, after he caught it?
Yeah, it looked like he shuffled his puppies before he shot that basketball, but they didn't call it. So
certainly
time ball game.
Not an NBA travel, which is 8 steps, but in high school, they're pretty close on these. There's Bia. We're tied at 36, 1 minute to play in the third. Bia to the rim, lays it in. They cannot stop Spencer Bia. 17 for the senior. What a night for Spencer Bia.
And he's just taking it right to the rack, just like he wants to do all game long.
There's a shot by Martin, no, and a foul on Becker. So Luke Martin will go to the stripe to shoot 2. 38-36, Muskies by 2.
Yeah, and the sophomore here, Luke Martin's been playing really good, even as on his stat sheet with 9 points and about to go to double figures here if he makes a couple of these free throws. But he's had the opportunity and the job on our senior Talon Becker and holding him with 6 points so far in 3 quarters, making everything tough on him.
So Martin, a sophomore, Neely, a junior. Couple of cornerstones for PV next year. We saw their sophomore squad earlier. That's an outstanding group. So Martin knocks down a pair, and we're tied at 38. Martin, the sophomore, now up to 11. There's Becker. Gets it baseline. Backs Martin down. Shot on the way. Good. Talon Becker, the senior. Took it to him there, and Becker up to 8 now. And the Muskies back on top 40-38.
And they those two have a little words to say there.
Yeah,
getting a little bit chippy.
Little chippy here. Couple of competitive athletes. There's Ketman, clock under 10. Shot clock is off. Clock at 6. Ketman has it out high. He drives in on Welsh. Step back 3. Good at the buzzer. And we've played 3, and it's PV 41 and the Muskies 40. You're listening to Muskie Boys Basketball on KWPC.
Muskie fans, while construction is underway on the new Community Healthcare Muscatine Clinic, CHC is still accepting new patients at their current Muscatine medical and dental clinic locations. From chronic disease management to pediatric well visits and dental exams, CHC sees patients of all ages. Virtual telehealth appointments are also available. To schedule a medical, dental, or behavioral health appointment, call the CHC Muscatine Clinics at 563-327-2140. Community Healthcare Muscatine. Every age, every income, everyone. Proud supporter of Muskie Athletics.
Your home for Hawkeye Sports is KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. Join the voice of the Hawkeyes, Gary Dolphin and Bobby Hansen, for the high-flying, jam-packed action of Iowa Hawkeyes men's basketball. Catch every game home and away on 95.1 FM, 860 AM, voiceofmuscatine.com, and the free KWPC app. The Hawks play here on KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. Back to Muskie basketball on KWPC.
Welcome back to Muskie basketball for the Becky Insurance broadcast booth. Fourth quarter underway. It's PV. We got a good one. 41 on the Muskies 40. Muskies had the lead, and Ketman buried a 3 to close out the third, and he's up to 11 points on the night. There's 6 points on the night. There's a shot, no good, and a rebound underneath. Neely up and in. And it's 43-40. During the postgame tonight, find out who the player of the game is. Powered by Edmore Chevy Buick, GMC of Muscatine. Chevy, let's drive together. Muskies trail by 3. They trail by 3 at the half. There's Welsh for 3, and we're tied. Ken Welsh with a huge 3, his first basket.
Great shot by Ken Welsh, exactly what he had. Last opportunity in the corner, he passed up a 3 and ended up traveling. This time he converts on a 3.
There's Neely to the rim, no good. And Bia clears for the Muskies. Gabor for 3, good! Rylan Gabor!
It's a big-time shot by your junior Rylan Gabor, stepping in for a big 3.
Welsh and Gabor back-to-back 3s, and the Muskies lead by 3, 46-43. Croc-Sibbing swings it around. Neely now. He's got it out high for Langen. Langen gives it over for Croc-Sibbing. Step back 3, no good. Rebound. Tap by Langen and cleared by the Muskies. Bia down the floor. That should have been a foul on Ketman. And there's a pile-up. We got a football game on the floor here. See if they call a foul or a jump ball. And they're going to call a foul. And this one's going to go on Canton Welsh. Great hustle by Canton. But the ball was loose, and he dove. Ketman took the brunt of that one. Ketman and Bia were on the court. 2 great athletes hustling for the basketball, and some other players jumped in to the fray there, and they were all trying to get the basketball, but when you have that many bodies on the floor, there's going to be contact. Foul is on Welsh. That's his third.
Yeah, that was just great hustle by Canton Welsh. That was just all hustle. There was obviously no intent to any of that. He was just trying to hustle, dive on the floor, and could have called the jump ball, could have called the foul, and ended up calling a foul.
Nicole Calvert over there tending to the senior Gavin Kepman, who's played a fine game tonight. Got 11 points for Pleasant Valley. Hit the big three at the end of the third. So Croc-Sibbings on the floor with Harper, Neely, Langen, and Martin for the Spartans. The Muskies have Curtis, Church, Welsh, Gabor, and Ganpu. Good defense on the inbound by Curtis, but Croc-Sibbing has it. He brings it up over half court. Now it's Langen. They get it back to Croc-Sibbing to the rim. Shot up no good, misses the layup. Now they swing it over. Neely has it. Now they feed it into the post to Langen. Langen over Croc-Sibbing. He'll take another three. He's not afraid to shoot. And that's his third three of the night. But boy, he sees it and he shoots it. And we're tied again at 46.
And that's why he's in there. They want him to shoot, and he's not afraid to shoot it.
There's Welsh. Pump fake over to Church. As Becker is set to check in for the Muskies along with LeCarron. There's Ganpu in the block. To the rim, shot up no, and a foul.
Good strong take by number 4, Adrian Ganpu.
And that's going to be the fourth on Langen. Langen with 4. And that's a big one with 5:39 left. Kepman checks back in for Langen.
Takes the size off the floor for PV.
Neely 6'7".
And then Devin Harper being 6'4". But those are the two that you got in there. But replace a 6'6" from a 6'4" guy does help.
There's Church, bounce pass into Ganpu. B will probably be back in pretty quickly here as we're tied. It's been Spencer Bia tonight, folks, 17. There's LeCarron. Now Curtis has it over to Talon Becker. Shot clock at 10. Becker backs him down, and now we've got a foul, and it's going to be a checking foul, I believe, on Luke Martin.
Yeah, Luke Martin didn't like that. I believe he's been doing that all game. And fourth quarter, 5 minutes to play, they decided to call it now for him. But for a Talon, you got to love it. He needs to keep going here for this Muskie squad to pull out this win.
Becker's the senior taking it to him a little bit there. They've had a good battle all night. There's a pass into Ganpu, and it's slapped away. It's picked up by Curtis. And now it's LeCarron, and the Muskies reset their offense. There's Church. Church on the wing, guarded by Harper. Back to LeCarron. Nate baseline. Shot clock at 15. Harper guarding him, and now they swing it around. Church has it. Sam drives into the paint, swings to LeCarron. LeCarron spin move baseline. Back to Ganpu. 8-footer. No good, and a rebound Harper. Muskie's got a good look, but PV played the pretty good half-court defense there for the entire clock.
They did. They left the ball on one side of the floor for the Muskies. It's kind of a lot of dribble drive on one half. Got to space the floor. Got to use your opportunities.
PV swings around. Martin to the rim. Reverse layup. Good. The sophomore up to 13, and PV up by 2 with 4:05 left in the game. There's Curtis for 3. No good. Rebound Sam Church. Hit on Harper. Shot up. No good. No rebound. Cleared by Kepman. 2 good looks for the Muskies. Harper has it. Fakes a 3. He wasn't going to take that one. And now it's back out high. They feed it baseline. There's Martin again. He's feeling it. Shot no good. And down the floor comes the Muskies. Becker to the rim, and there's going to be a foul on Luke Martin. And Becker's going after him. Jawing at him on the foul. It was a very hard foul by Martin, and Talon didn't like it.
Yeah, and those two have been going at it all game, and probably a little bit of frustration on both sides, but we'll see what the ref's going to call, if it's an intentional or no intentional. I think that was just a hard foul. And
hard foul on Luke Martin, so that'll be his second.
They've been, John, I've been kind of watching it back and forth here. I know it's kind of hard maybe from what you guys are watching, but they've been John back and forth the last second half here, and a little frustration for both of them.
Becker to the stripe, free throw on the way, no good by Talon. And he's an excellent free throw shooter on the season. Just settle down, Talon. Knock this one down. PV by 2, 3:37 to play. Becker with 8 on the night. And he's been a little frustrated. No threes for him tonight. And he hasn't had a lot of free shots. Second shot, no good. And the rebound cleared by PV. So PV 48, Muskies 46, and Kepman walks it over half court. There's Neely out high. He picks his dribble up. And now he swings it over to Harper, who's guarded by Bia, who's back in the game for the Muskies. Shot clock down to 10. Martin and Becker out high, back to Kepman. Kepman drives, back over to Neely. Shot clock at 3. Martin's going to have to create here. Down the lane he goes. Shot on the way, no good. The ball tapped around, and here comes Spencer Bia. Muskies clear it. Bia down the floor, hesitation dribble, and a foul on Croc-Sibbing.
Yeah, and if I'm Coach Torelli and I'm seeing what I'm seeing, I would give the ball to number 5 and clear out. Let him do what he's doing. He's got 17 on the night, and he's not afraid to take it at any of this PV squad.
And it's amazing, as hard as Bia's played, he doesn't have a foul tonight. And now we got a timeout on the floor. 2:53 left. PV 48, Muskies 46. Spencer Bia leads all scorers with 17. And the Muskies, Becker has 8, Gonpu 6. And for Pleasant Valley, Luke Martin has 13 points. And Gavin Kettman, 11. 9 points chipped in off the bench by Devin Harper. And 9 points also for Croc-Sibbing. So, well-balanced attack. That's kind of how PV is. They're always going to have a bunch of guys around 10, because they distribute the basketball. But, boy, it's been a Spencer Bia show for the Muskies tonight.
Yeah, and we've said this all year, Dad. With 3 minutes to play, we're only down 2. Who's it going to be? Who are you going to give the ball to down the stretch here and to go get yourself a basket here to either bring it within 2, maybe a big 3, but who's your closer? And I say right now, give it to your hot hand. It's number 5 right now, Spencer Bia. Get the ball in his hand. Let him create. Let him go strong in his left hand, as they already started the clock without PV going.
PV was late coming out of it. There's Church in the paint. Tola Kiernan. Big 3 by Nate. Short, no good. And a rebound on the floor. Who else? Spencer Bia lays it up and in. They're not boxing him out. I don't know if they can box him out, but Bia with 19, and we're tied again, 48.
Too big, too strong, too fast, too good.
Kepman to Langen, playing with those 4 fouls, top of the key. Langen picks his dribble up. Now he bounces it to Kepman. And now PV resets. Shot clock at 10. We're tied at 48. There's a Langen screen. Kepman picks up his dribble. Back to Neely. Shot clock at 2. Deep 3 by Kepman. No good. Rebound Becker. Great defense by the Muskies.
Push it.
Church has it. Over in the corner for LeKiernan. Under 2 to play. Tied at 48. Out front, LeKiernan.
2-man game here with Gonpu and Bia.
Spencer Bia. Like to see him attack Langen off the dribble there. Back to Gonpu. Shot clock down to 10. Bia right there. Spins in on Langen. To the rim. No good. Rebound on the floor. Picked up by Bia. And there's a foul on the floor. And if they call it on Langen, that's 5. And it is. Bryce Langen, the 6'6 senior, going to foul out with just 3 points. And that's a big loss for the Spartans. He's averaging over 9 a game. But Spencer Bia, folks, honestly, is really taking it to him tonight. Bia will go to the line to shoot 2. 1:33 to play. The Muskies have 4 timeouts left. PV with 3. PV with 5 team fouls, the Muskies only 1. So the Muskies are going to be in the bonus all the way through this one. And Bia knocks down the first. Spencer pounds the dribble, second foul shot good. And he's in. Spencer's over 20 with 21. Kepman now, Muskies by 2. Timeout, Pleasant Valley. And I'm sure Coach Hillman wants to set up the right shot here to get level. Jake, we knew this would be a good basketball game, and it is. It's an outstanding game, and honestly, I think this is a great game for the Muskies to prepare for tournament time down the road. They're playing a team with a completely different style than them, slowing the ball down, and they've got some height. So it creates a challenge for them.
Mm-hmm. And PV's been here before. This is their game. This is what they want to do. They want to keep it within a couple baskets here towards the end and play this half-court offense, half-court defense. As far as the Muskies, you're up 2, a minute and a half to go. If you're Coach Torelli here, keep playing good defense, but I wouldn't do anything differently on the offensive end. You know, even when you're up 2, you still got a shot clock. You got to score baskets on this in this Iowa, with the 35-second shot clock. So if I'm the Muskies, try to get a stop, but, run out. Transition baskets, try to get these points on and keep getting the stops.
And keep getting the ball to number 5 right now. He's just, even if he doesn't make the shot, he gets his own rebound.
Yeah, if I'm Coach Torelli, whatever I'm doing on this offensive end, if it's not a transition bucket, I'm giving it to number 5 or I'm giving it to Adrian Gompu and letting those two high-low action, whatever the case may be, let them go strong to the basket, hopefully commit a foul or make a bucket.
All right, back at it. Shot clock at 25. Neely on the right wing. Over to Krog-Sibbing. They swing it to Harper. And now it's Martin. There's Neely for 3. Back iron, no good. And the rebound, Church. Here come the Muskies. LeCarron in the front court. Muskies by 2, 50-48. Bia has it. Backs down on Krog-Sibbing. Oh, it's a flop, but they call the offensive foul. Krog-Sibbing did a nice job of, that was a pretty good flop.
Yeah,
and Spencer Bia picks up his first foul.
Definitely showed that. I mean, look, folks, we've been playing all 4 quarters, and he's been doing that all game, and they haven't called it. So this is the first time they call with a minute left, but hopefully Muskie's get a stop here.
There's Neely out front. Gets it to Harper as they run a little wheel action. Kepman now, ball on the floor, and the Muskies steal it. Spencer Bia comes out of there with it to LeCarron. 37 seconds to play. The Muskies lead by 2. Shot clock at 26. There's about a 4-second differential. LeCarron to Church.
Keep the clock going here.
Bia out front. PV commits the foul. Not sure why. That's going to be on automatic 2 free throws.
Yeah, I think actually you saw over on the PV sideline, Coach Hillman was trying to have Spencer Bia get the ball and foul him. That's probably a free throw percentage kind of issue. Maybe he knows the stats and the scoreboard and maybe knows that, if they want anybody to shoot, it's going to be Spencer. But to me,
just he's knocked down 3 in a row. He's 67%.
He's got 21 on the night. He's got the high hand. I don't know if I would do the same, but they did.
I think Bia's just feeling everything he throws up's going in, and here's his second, and he knocks them both down. Bia gets 23, and the Muskies lead by 4. Timeout.
Muskies.
52-48. The Muskies burn a timeout to set up their defense. So PV now, as the Muskies go up 2 scores with 21.3 to play. And what a game tonight. And folks, get out here Friday night. The Muskies and Bettendorf played. Bettendorf knocked off the Muskies 60-57 earlier this year on a buzzer beater from half court at Bettendorf. Both teams with 2 MAC losses. So get out here Friday night as it's a boys coverage only against Bettendorf Friday night.
Man, it's going to be a big time matchup. And we still got a little ways to play here tonight. Should be still a fun one to close this out. Hopefully Muskies can. Up 4 with 21 seconds left. But like Dad said, got to come out and watch this team. This team is exciting. They've been fun. They've been exciting all year. You know, they got 7, 8 guys deep that you can go out and say, hey, they're their number one. If you haven't seen them play, you really don't know who's the star, because each night they have someone new doing it. And tonight it's Spencer Bia. Last week it was Talon Becker. The night before that, Adrian Gompu. So it doesn't matter who it is. They got 8 guys that can fill up the stat sheet. It's like Muskies are going to make it a little bit difficult for them to inbound it here. Don't want them to roll it up.
Token pressure as Kevin brings it up. PV can't wait around. They got to get a shot off. Kevin has it.
Already 10 seconds wasted.
And now it's Neely, and now it's Martin. Martin
big
swings it over to Kevin. Muskies aren't even going to let him get a shot off.
Great.
Somebody's got to shoot. Crack Civic will fire 3 air ball. Neely gets it up and in at the buzzer. And we get a final from Muscatine. The Muskies 52. The Pleasant Valley Spartans 50. Folks, we're going to take a timeout. We'll be back with post-game coverage. You're listening to Muskie Boys Basketball on KWPC.
This is Mike Dunlap. Do you have questions about Medicare? Get your questions answered from someone you can trust. Call your local Medicare experts at Becky Insurance and Financial Services in Muscatine at 563-263-9700 to get started on finding the right Medicare solution for you. We'll help you pick a plan that balances your budget needs with comprehensive benefits. Finding the right Medicare solution for your needs has never been easier. Call John Becky or me, Mike Dunlap, and get started today.
For 80 years, Ed Morse has built a legacy, and now it's time to celebrate during our 80th anniversary sale at Ed Morse Chevy Buick GMC in Muscatine. Get anniversary savings across our entire lineup, like new 2026 Sierras, $12,000 off, or new 2025 Invistas, just $22,499. It's a celebration 80 years in the making at Ed Morse Chevy Buick GMC in Muscatine. GMC, we are professional grade.
Select models, proof credit discounts from MSRP. Financing terms vary, plus tax, title, registration, and fees. See dealer for details.
Muskie fans, while construction is underway on the new Community Healthcare Muscatine Clinic, CHC is still accepting new patients at their current Muscatine medical and dental clinic locations. From chronic disease management to visits and dental exams, CHC sees patients of all ages. Virtual telehealth appointments are also available. To schedule a medical, dental, or behavioral health appointment, call the CHC Muscatine Clinics at 563-327-2140. Community Healthcare Muscatine. Every age, every income, everyone. Proud supporter of Muskie Athletics.
Your home for Muskie Sports is KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. Join the voice of the Muskies, Brian Musell and Jake Musell, all season long for action-packed Muskie basketball, powered by Becky Insurance. Catch every boys and girls home game on KWPC, 95.1 FM, 860 AM, thevoiceofmuscatine.com, and the free KWPC app. The Muskies play here, only on KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. You've been listening to Muskie Sports on KWPC. Here's Brian Musell and Ben Nitzel to recap tonight's game on the postgame show.
Welcome back to Muskie Boys Basketball. Brian Musell and Jake Musell. Ben Nitzel does football. And the final score tonight, the Muscatine Muskies defeat the Pleasant Valley Spartans in a great game, 52-50. The Muskies got an early lead of 4-0 in the first quarter. Then it was all Pleasant Valley as they closed out the first quarter in a big run and led the Muskies 17-9 after one. They built their biggest lead of the night early in the second quarter at 21-11. Then the Muskies shot their way back into it and closed out the half, trailing by 3. PV went into the locker room leading 28-25. In the third quarter, the Muskies got off quick in the second half, and they built a 5-point lead, their biggest one of the night, at 36-31, but Pleasant Valley went on a 10-4 run on a big three by senior Gavin Kepman at the buzzer, and they led the Muskies after 3, 41-40. So PV led after each quarter until the fourth, and the Muskies outscored PV in the fourth 12-9 and hung on to a 52-50 win, a big win, and the Muskies improved to 14-2 on the year, 11-2 in the MAC. PV falls to 8-8 on the season, 6-7 in the MAC. Leading scorers tonight for the Pleasant Valley Spartans was their sophomore Luke Martin, played a fine game, 13 points. Gavin Kettman, 11. and Jackson Croc-Sibbing 9 off the bench. The Muskies did a great job on Kaysen Neely and Bryce Langen. Really not a factor, and Langen fouled out in the fourth. Muskies were led in scoring by Spencer Bia, who was amazing tonight, 23 points. The senior had a huge night. Talon Becker chipped in 8 for the Muskies, and Ganpu 6, and that's your stat stuffers. We're going to come back. We're going to take another timeout. Jake Mussel will tell you his thoughts on tonight's game and name his Ed Morris Player of the Game. This is Muskie Basketball on KWPC.
Muscatine pride runs strong, and MPW is proud to power the Muskies. From lights on the court and stage to the water in your bottle to the internet and TV bringing the action to your home, MPW keeps our community connected. We're more than a utility. We're your hometown team. So cheer loud, Muscatine. Go Muskies. Learn more at mpw.org. Proud supporter of Muskie athletics and activities.
How well do your children see? You know the difference between an eye screening and a complete eye exam by an optometrist may be the difference between a child prepared to learn and a child with a vision-related problem. The Vision Center optometrists examine children that are unable to read an eye chart. Remember, routine eye exams are most important, knowing that 1 out of 4 kids have a visual disorder. Come to the Vision Center PC, only the finest care.
Vision Center PC is a proud supporter of the Muskies. Go Muskies!
Hey, Muskie fans, this is Connor Kenny, General Manager for KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. Since you're hearing my voice right now, that means your business still has an opportunity to sponsor Muskie Athletics. We love the Muskies, and we know you do too. To have your business support and sponsor Muskie Athletics on KWPC, give me a call at 563-263-2442 or send me an email to connor.kenny@voiceofmuscatine.com. That's Connor with an O-R and Kenny with an E-Y. Thanks for listening to KWPC, and go Muskies!
Your home for Hawkeye Sports is KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. Join the voice of the Hawkeyes, Gary Dolphin and Bobby Hansen, for the high-flying, jam-packed action of Iowa Hawkeyes men's basketball. Catch every game home and away on 95.1 FM, 860 AM, voiceofmuscatine.com, and the free KWPC app. The Hawks play here on KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. This is Muskie Basketball on KWPC.
Welcome back to Muskie Basketball from the Becky Insurance broadcast booth. Exciting one tonight. Game 2 of the doubleheader. The Muskie boys defeat Pleasant Valley 52-50. We talked about the stars of this one. Jake Mussel, what do you think of this one tonight for the Muskies in a tight one?
It was a tough one. We pulled it out 1 by 2. Obviously, like I said all year, we're protecting the den, like Caleb Williams once said. But
Bears.
But as far as that goes, no, it was a great win for the Muskies. Something we actually needed. We needed something a little bit close, a little bit tighter, as Muskies got their 11th win. But as we get closer to the playoffs, all of them aren't going to be easy. They're going to be tough. They're going to be grinders, and we got to find ways to win any way we can. And tonight, the Muskies did that. They were able to get some help by their big senior, Spencer Bia, as far as tonight's Ed Morris Chevy Buick GMC Player of the Game is pretty much a no-brainer. We've been calling his name out all night. Spencer Bia was taking his, I would say, not his mismatches. He had 3 inches, less than the guy here that was guarding him, but it was taken right to his chest and making him commit fouls and took him out of the game early, and it kind of separated why they won tonight. So as far as the player of the game, Ed Morris Chevy Player of the Game, it is Spencer Bia with 23 points. He was a stat stuffer all night, and again, great win for the Muskies as Friday night they host Bettendorf. So, like I said, we want to see you guys come out, stack this court, and hopefully get a MAC championship back-to-back. That would be nice.
Let's go pack the house Friday night, folks. Bulldogs coming to town. Get out here and cheer on your Muskies. This has been a broadcast of Muscatine High School Athletics, granted to Krieger Media Company by the Muscatine Community School District. Any rebroadcast of this game is strictly prohibited without the expressed written consent of the Muscatine Community School District and Krieger Media Company. We want to thank engineer Tim Scott. Our next game will be Friday night here at home. The Muskie boys host Bettendorf. Once again, our final from Muscatine High School. The Muscatine Muskies 52, the Pleasant Valley Spartans 50. For Jake Musell, I'm Brian Musell, and you're listening to Muskie Boys Basketball on KWPC, Muscatine's choice for music.
For 80 years, Ed Morse has built a legacy, and now it's time to celebrate.